means forward. You requested it, so we what?
Drive niggas don't work. Get your work. Drive niggas don't work. Get your work.
Hey guys.
Drive niggas. You know what I'm saying? Shit real, nigga. Like I told, his streets is watching, nigga.
Damn, son, where'd you find me?
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Think Different TV. What's up, Church for the Wicked? I am your host, LaShia. Think Different TV is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on IG, soon to be moving over to the network. And this is episode 37. I'm so happy. There has been a lot going on. As y'all can see, I done switched it up, with my hair and stuff. Y'all probably already see, if you follow me on Instagram, you already knew that this was going on. But definitely, there's been a lot going on. Welcome to Think Different TV. Think Different TV cannot be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. So let's jump into our sponsors. Our sponsors are Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company, over 14 years in the making, over 100 websites created, including his own www.anointedads.com. You can also find Anointed Ads right here on IG and on Facebook. All right. You can find Hey King Primetime. You can find him here on Facebook and Instagram. Right? It's under Anointed Ads. That's ANOINTEDADS. That's ANOINTEDADS. He created the flyer for Think Different TV. He's also created the logo for our beautiful merch, which can be found at www.thinkdifferenttv.biz. Okay. He's also working on a website for Think Different TV as we speak. So when you're ready to get your flyer created for your event, for your business, ready to get your website created, hit up Anointed Ads, Phil of Anointed Ads. He's ready to work with you. Call him at 609-534-0237. That's 609-534-0237. And when you do, mention Think Different TV, because he's going to give you 15% off of your first project. All right? And then we have our other sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives, none of that crazy stuff. It is good and good for you. All right. So when you're ready to hydrate, make sure you hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water right here on IG. Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. Okay. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want to deliver straight to your home, you can call Captain of Euphoria Water at 267-707-8279. That's 267-707-8279. Ooh, I'm going faster than myself. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's just so much that we got to cover tonight. So I'm trying to make sure that I give y'all all the tea, everything that's been happening. Just got some breaking news. So I want to make sure that I talk about that as well. Again, welcome all of my day ones, all the people who are just stopping in for the first time. Welcome to you to Think Different TV. Let's get it popping. And we always get it started with our hit it and quit it. So let's jump right into it. All right. I want to shout out a few people that have joined on. Shout out to Church for the Wicked, AVRPS, thank you for joining Think Different TV. King Primetime or Prime Nostalgia Podcast, thank you for joining. Trevo LaFire, Trevo LaFire, I gotta do it right? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. King Primetime said, when is Tamar coming to the live? Stop it. Just stop it, all right? And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm a little hot right now, because I've been ripping and running all day. All right. So Tony Chris, thank you for joining Think Different TV. Roland Ali, thank you for joining Think Different TV. Trevo LaFire is also the moderator, the creative director. So let me go ahead and make him that, because he is like, make me the moderator. All right. So y'all, it's a lot going on. I want to get through a little hot. Anyway, Don't try to play me King Prime Time, because I'll come through this phone and wah. Alright? So anyway, hit it and quit it. Let's go. Alright, rapper 600 Breezy. He expresses the importance of mental health after he reveals his girlfriend, Raven Jackson, has committed suicide, and gives a photo of her messages about depression she shared with him over a year ago. Listen, mental health is real. Mental health is a serious situation. Check on your strong friends. What's up, Molly Mazzol? Check on your strong friends. Not everyone, what can I say? Chris Bentley official, thank you for joining Think Different TV. What can I say? Sometimes you have those friends that just are always smiling, always giving their best face, and sometimes behind that face is a lot of pain. So make sure you check on your strong friends. This has been happening a lot lately. I don't know what's going on. It's a lot going on with people with mental health issues. We are taking them a lot more seriously because of situations like this. She was a fitness guru. She was working out. She was always smiling, doing these videos, doing challenges, all this different stuff. And to see that she lost her battle to depression is very sad. So condolences to her family and very close friends. Rapper Sauce Walker, whatever his name is, Sauce Walker, I think that's what his name is. He shares a recent story of a man who lost his life after he attempted to rob the rapper of his jewelry in Los Angeles. Let me give y'all the real tea. At least that's what he made it seem like, okay? In actuality, the man who attempted to rob him later robbed another man in front of his apartment and killed that man. And the man that was shown in the video deceased was actually the victim of the robber who got away the first time. So that is exactly what happened. So, he tried to make it seem like he bodied somebody for trying to, take his chain and everything like that. That was not the case. The robber actually got away, and he actually killed someone else. Someone who was actually a pillar in the community, and it's very sad and unfortunate. Condolences to his family and close friends. What's up, Palmetto Paper Chasers? Thank you for joining in. What's up, Real I Am Young P, Young without the O. So that was the case. Moving on, Halle Bailey, not Halle Berry, Halle Bailey sings the Black National Anthem, whoop whoop, in the home of the LA Rams before a game. But she's also making big news right now because this beautiful young lady has been casted in the movie The Little Mermaid as the Little Mermaid Ariel, and it is set to release in May of 2023. Listen, representation matters. I'm so super excited for her, and I know she killed the soundtrack. All right, I already know, because that girl got pipes. Okay, so shout out to Halle Bailey for landing that role. There's been a lot of backlash, a lot of people saying, "Oh my gosh, how could they cast a black woman in as a mermaid? It's not true to the real story," and blah 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 blah. It's like, what? First of all, Little Mermaid is fictional. Okay, mermaids are fictional. Okay, so what are you talking about? Okay, all right. Just because we decide to now make this a mermaid of color, now there's a big problem. Chill. They said also black people can't have red hair. Are you serious? Are you serious? Stop it. Just stop it. And moving on. Virginia rapper Stay Solid Rocky, known for his viral TikTok song Party Girl, was arrested, all right, while driving a pink Maserati for allegedly shooting at a funeral service. What the heck? We shooting at funeral services now? And it says allegedly, so we don't know if it was really him. But if it was him, dude, get your life. What are you doing? What are you doing? Shout out to Ronette V for joining Think Different TV. Money Magnet Mia, thank you for joining Think Different TV. What's up, Essence? Joining Think Different TV. Yeah, he was shooting at a funeral service. What? I don't know what was going on with that. Moving on, y'all. Hold on now. You're going a little too fast now. You're going too fast. Cause it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. So that was the funeral service. Nicki Minaj dropped her remix to the song Super Freaky Girl and has a few guests on the track. All right, and it ruffles the feathers of the other female rappers of the industry. Nicki just responds by saying that they're bitter. Okay, you're bitter because you can't be on my track. But why are y'all even worried? Just make your own music. Gemini the Twin Elliott, thank you for joining Think Different TV. I appreciate you. Let me see. Moving along. Lil Kim drops her verse. Ooh, and Lil Kim has been looking crazy lately, hasn't she? She's been looking crazy. I don't know what is going on with Lil Kim. She has been, she done aged herself severely with all that plastic surgery and stuff like that. And at one point in time, because I really do think that it's a mental illness that people are dealing with when they're getting a whole lot of plastic surgery and stuff like that. In her case, she was dealing with a lot of low self-esteem because of things that was going on in her life previously and all this other stuff. But it's like at one point in time, somebody just got to tell her no. Okay? And these doctors that keep doing this, they need to be under the radar, because for you to keep doing this type of stuff to someone when you clearly see that they, it's not helping them. They are never going to feel that it's enough. So at one point in time, you just got to cut it off. I mean, when you're working as a bartender in a daggone bar and someone is drinking, you don't keep giving them drinks. Eventually someone cuts you off, right? So some of these people who are getting all these cosmetic surgeries need to be cut off, okay? But she drops her verse to Megan Thee Stallion's Plan B remix, and 50 Cent highlights that the verse is in reference to Nicki's child, which could be or not be possible. We don't know. Megan Thee Stallion gets caught up in the drama after fan subs a tweet from Nicki in reference to her last show on her station Queen Radio, saying she chose who she chose for the remix because an unnamed female rapper, fans suggest Megan Thee Stallion due to the lyrics of her hit songs. Allegedly, the female rapper was around Nicki at one point during her pregnancy and encouraging abortion and child endangerment by way of alcohol. So we don't know. Everything has been going crazy, right? With Nicki Minaj in the news and stuff like that. The judge and rapper YNW Melly case denied him bond recently for request to receive emergency dental work to fix infection caused by his permanent diamond grill. So apparently he got this permanent diamond grill and it's causing an infection. And infections of the mouth are not to be played with. So I kind of hope that he does get that work done and he gets to go to the hospital and get that taken care of, because infections of the mouth is not something to be played with. It can actually cause other organs in your body to shut down if you do not get it treated. Usher is tearing up Vegas, honey, with his shows. He bought out Tevin Campbell to come sing Can We Talk, and most recently had Taraji P. Henson up there touching on some things. So, okay, she was touching him, he was touching her, and it was very erotic. I think I got pregnant just watching them on the stage. But it was really something to see. Usher is killing it out there in Vegas. 22-year anniversary of AJ and Freeze 106 in Park. It started off as a small little show and it blew up to be a staple in our culture. So shout out to AJ and Free. Also the other ones who came after them to keep 106 and Park alive. But shout out to them because they got it started. Joyner Lucas, he had to deal with a fan climbing on an inflatable bed he was on while being held up by fans. First of all, if I'm paying money to see you on concert, it does not require me holding you up on an inflatable bed, okay? That's one. But two, that fan that jumped on the bed with her, it was a white lady. And obviously she just did it just to do it just because she could do it, I guess, because people helped her up there and she got on there and she was all gyrating and stuff and she was not on on beat. I'm just saying. pray for PNB Rock's family. This was the breaking news that I got right before I jumped on the show. At the age of 30, he has passed away. Unfortunately, after a robbery attempt, his girlfriend had posted their location that they went to on a date. People showed up, attempted to rob him, and killed him. So condolences to his family and close friends. PNB Rock has passed away today due to a robbery attempt. So sad. I'm sorry, y'all, and I'm hitting y'all back to back with these things. In celebrity news, rest in peace to comedian David A. Arnold. He has 2 specials on Netflix, one being It Ain't for the Weak, and both were produced by Kevin Hart. He created the show That Girl Lele on Nickelodeon, so my condolences to his family and close friends as well. Awesome comedian. His stand-up was so funny. He was also gearing up for his Pace Yourself tour. So definitely, we've been taking some hits this week, y'all. Their families, condolences to their families. Top Gun Maverick surpasses Black Panther as 5th highest grossing movie ever in North America. Moving on. So Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears are still in the news. They created this skit. I actually saw part of the skit. I could not watch any more of it. I wouldn't say to go and give it any more views. I'm just going to put it like this. It was very disgusting to watch. It was very disgusting to watch. And I couldn't even get through it. I couldn't get through it. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't give that video any more views. Just don't watch it because it's very sick. Okay. Stacey Dash continues to share videos of herself dealing with the death of DMX after she found out recently that he passed away. But honestly, in this recent video, she looked like she was on. Okay, she was on something. So pray for Stacey Dash because it's a lot. Oh, recent news. Ray J, Kim K, and her mother Chris are spilling it all on Instagram. Ray J has proof of Kris Jenner being the mastermind behind the famous sex tape between the two that launched Kim K's career. Kanye is now involved, and Ray J said there is a second tape. Keep in mind, when the first leaked this info, he said Kim's mother, Kim Jenner, had him sign a contract where he had to make multiple sex tapes with her daughter, and she would privately watch and review to choose which one they leaked. He said she told him she wanted to choose the best tape that highlighted her daughter's features in the sex scenes. So yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. Okay, and I actually have another show that I'm going to do very soon about how parents use their children, exploit their children for financial gain, and use social media to do so. Y'all remember this whole Ray J, Kim K sex tape scandal thing that happened, and Ray J is spilling all the beans. He's like, listen, people try to make it like I leaked this joint out. It was not me. It was all Chris's idea. And I wholeheartedly believe him because Kris Jenner is just she's on another planet, okay? When it comes to her kids, she be trying to make as much money as possible off of them kids, okay? What's up, Eli Patrick? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. So yeah. In sports news, all right, y'all. Dolphins versus Patriots. The Pats weren't the only ones to get grilled, losing with only 7 points. They scored in the second half, only 7 points. Damn. Several cars in the parking lot suffered the same fate when someone left their grill on during tailgate. So you know they're going to probably put a halt to the tailgate, and after that done happened. Can you imagine being a Pats fan and walking out, seeing your car like that? It's like double womp womp, you know, like just messed up. All right, that's just messed up. But at least the Dolphins represented at home, unlike the Falcons, who lost by 1 point to the Saints. Nasty. And the Detroit Lions, who got their ass spanked by the Eagles. Because you know I'm from Philly, so gotta represent from my hometown team. Yes, Eagles spanked that ass. Final score was 38-35. Kicking off the season with 1 win, 0 losses. All right. What's up, Carson, California? Thank you for joining in to Think Different TV. Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. There is a 60-year-old man named Ronnie Dean, who is the 8-time Mr. Olympia. He is still lifting weights. Treva said that the Falcons lost because of that raggedy theme song by Rodamy. Yes, or Rodamy, or whatever his name is. The guy that played on Power, I believe. Yeah. Everybody's saying blame him. It's actually a hashtag going on right now. It says blame Rodamy. Yo, that's crazy. All right. I'm waving to HUDSON. Thank you for joining in to Think Different TV. Blueface cancels fight with former NBA player Nick Young. Nick Young says it's because he's been getting knocked out by his girl. Yeah, but Nick Young, because you uppercutting and spinning in the ring, showboating and doing all this crazy stuff, and Minnie Khan knocked you out, and you fell out the ring and hit your head, and officials had to call everything to a halt. So you need to zip it, okay? All right. Political news. Queen Elizabeth has passed away at 96. Moving on, all right? The Queen is dead. Oh, I'm melting. She gone, y'all. She gone. She finally said, you know, she finally went where she would go after death. Okay? All right, she finally went where she's supposed to go. All right, I'm just gonna leave it at that. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, declares formal state of emergency due to the growing polio outbreak. What the heck? Now we got an outbreak of polio? Y'all need to make up y'all damn minds. Y'all just trying everything to try to kill us off, okay? Y'all just releasing everything. They're like, oh, we got COVID, and then we got monkeypox, and then we got polio. Y'all just going back in the Barney bag for all these tricks y'all got up y'all sleeves, okay? What else? November midterm elections are important. Biden needs Democratic officials in office could be facing impeachment if Republicans take over. Will you be voting? I guess a lot of people's like, does it even count? Doesn't even count? Does my vote even matter? I don't know. I'm not going to blow smoke up your butts and be like, oh, go vote, because I don't know my daggone self, okay? There is a girl on Instagram, Cray Makeup. She has something going on right now. The United Nations human rights need to be alerted to the fact that she is a college student, and where she is at, the college students are being tortured by Angolan police. So my prayers are with her. I hope everything works out. It's just been really, really crazy. What's up, Doily 196666? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. All right. In other news, active shooter, 19-year-old Ezekiel Kelly in Memphis, Tennessee, drove around shooting people while streaming live on Facebook, killing 4 people before police put an end to his rampage. He has injured several people, but he has killed 4. I don't know what's going on. There was a young lady who also was going around shooting into random homes while streaming live. Is this a trend now? I'm just going to say some of these people just have no lives, have nothing to occupy their time. What's up, Call Me King? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. Yeah, so we got a New York taxi driver was beaten to death. A 20-year-old man. There was 2 20-year-old men and also 13 and 15-year-old girls who were part of the attack. One has surrendered himself to police and is being charged with manslaughter. The second male is being questioned, and they're still trying to find the 15 and 13-year-old. Okay. All right. Surveillance camera in store shows a man sniffing women's butts in a pet supply store in Texas. What the heck? Moving on. A 55-year-old man is robbed of $20,000 at gunpoint after a wild car chase in Manhattan. And I saw the tape. I saw the video, and I was like, "What? What is going on? How you get robbed in broad daylight in the middle of the day?" Like, one car came up. The person that got robbed came up the street. The person that was robbing him T-boned him, and people are just watching like, "Oh my gosh, like what the heck is this?" And it looked like a scene out of a movie, y'all. It was crazy. And then the dude that T-boned the other dude got out with a gun, tapped on the glass, robbed the other guy of $20,000, and took off. Crazy. A Missouri man was arrested after entering a stranger home and asking for sex. A woman woke up to find someone banging on her door later, and the man found his way into her house. 18-year-old Marley Robinson was arrested for first-degree burglary and second-degree property damage. Because he when everything happened, he started freaking out and he started breaking stuff in her home. So yeah, a Texas woman was arrested for scanning fake barcodes at Walmart. Like, she literally had the fake barcodes right there and was like scanning them at the self-checkout. Gotta save money any way you can, right? I don't know what's up with that. Police arrest Vegas area elected official. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why this thing keeps doing this. No, I don't want to do that. All right, there we go. Beautiful. All right. Police arrest Vegas area elected official and reporter Jeff Gehrman's stabbing death. All right. Moving on. A DC man evaded police officers by scaling the power lines of Brightwood Park, DC, after firing a gun from a nearby roof. What? A 19-year-old mom gives birth to twins with 2 different daddies. All right. And it was after she had sex with 2 different men on the same day. They call it heteroparental super fecundation, whatever that means. Well, y'all heard of 2 Chainz? Well, she's called 2 Checks. Okay, 2 Checks. What's up, Live Your 506? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. Definitely, she's called 2 Checks now. United Airlines buys 200 electric taxis, like flying taxis, that will cost passengers $100 to $200 to fly from work to home or home to the airport to avoid traffic. Let's see how that all turns out. Okay. Virginia restaurant under fire after releasing their 9/11 themed menu. What the heck? Like, I get it. You trying to capitalize off of the event of 9/11, but 9/11 is not like a celebratory event. The water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi continues to worsen. A 30-year-old woman, along with other family members, are arrested after reportedly faking her own abduction in an attempt to extort her mother for 500,000 euros. I guess y'all can do the math and find out what that is in American dollars. I'm not gonna do it, but apparently, yeah, it sounds like it's a lot. What's up, JV Vegas? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. Sex trafficking bust results in arresting 160 people, and Georgia Deputy Police Chief Jason DePrima, Sheriff Grady Judd reports that he was in an unmarked government vehicle when he went to go do all this stuff. He opted for the $120 half hour full service, and I'm like, dang, if she's charging $120 for a half hour, maybe I need to up my prices. Never mind. Stop! Don't y'all say nothing in the don't say nothing about don't y'all say nothing about what I just said. We just gonna move on. But apparently he was in Florida at a polygraph convention, okay? So yeah, moving on. Black-owned coffee shop in Shoreline is targeted with new threats of racism by way of recorded voicemails. Fresno principal Brian Voldhart was charged in abusing a 10-year-old special needs children at school. He actually pushed him really hard, and as a mother of a special needs child, I wanted to fly to Fresno and personally strangle this guy, but he resigned to escape punishment. Then he ended up working as a vice principal at another school. So now Fresno is like, we don't want him working anywhere. So please, let's get the community together. Let's get him out of these schools, because he does not need to be working with children. And when y'all see how much force he put behind that push, and then how small that little boy was, the mother in me just, oh my gosh. Local news. So we had Labor Day weekend in Philly. 31 people were shot. There were 10 fatalities. Condolences to their families, as well as 20 carjackings in Philly. Wawa closes some center city locations due to youth flash mobbing. In an Erie, Pennsylvania, woman was killed by a bull shark while snorkeling on vacation in Bahamas. And apparently she was what can I say? She was killed not too far from another location where another young lady was killed by 3 sharks, I think 3 years before she went snorkeling. So they know that this area is dangerous to be taking people to what you call. And Doyley, Mr. Doyley, I don't just do gossip news because I have more things, but this is just the beginning of my show. And I hope you tune in more, because then you'll learn. And also, Think Different TV is on YouTube, and you can watch all of my episodes. And this is the 37th episode, mind you. So, if you have a problem with the news that I'm reporting, feel free to leave. All right, here we go. And this is good news. 13-year-old Janae Kalia Henry. She was a Pennsylvania kidnapping victim, and she was found safely in Brooklyn. She was found safe in Brooklyn. Apparently, her mom's ex-boyfriend kidnapped her, but but she was found safe and sound. So good things, right? We want to end on a high note, and I'm just so happy that she was found and that she was taken care of, and she didn't have to have any medical treatment according to the police. So happy that she was found. And yes, so we had some new music releases. Coy Leray drops her new single Shit Only. Triva La Fire drops Fuck the Summer Up tonight at 12 midnight, all right, Eastern Standard Time, all right. And this is the single from his upcoming EP titled Trap La Fire, all right. Nicki Minaj drops the Super Freaky Girl remix. And let's see, DJ Khaled released the visuals for Beautiful featuring SZA and Future from his album God Did, and Lil Nar and Chief Keef releases the visuals for new collab Almighty Nar. All right, so those are our musical releases. Shout out to Make a Wish Challenge. I Am Young P and Stoneville are giving away $200 to the first place winners and $100 to the second place winners. All you have to do is upload a 15 to 30 second clip of you vibing to the new song Make a Wish. Tag the judges I Am Young P, Real Trevo La Fire, The Real Smooth, Studio 3, either on IG or TikTok. You must have a Cash App to be eligible to win, and winners will be announced on September 30th. So definitely check that out. Win y'all a little bit of cash, all right? And shout out to Awoke the Musical. We just did the entire show. I was in the musical. Shout out to all my castmates in the whole entire situation. It was amazing. Awoke the Musical was the bomb, all right? We had 4 showings at Icebox Project Space, located here in Philadelphia at 1400 North American Street. Shout out to Karen Smith. Shout out to Alan Clark, Vince Brown, Deanna Gale. Oh my goodness. There's so many of us. Shout out to the kids in the play, Corey Lease, Sterling Calhoun, Jarek. We had the bailiff played by Molly Mall. We also had the judge played by Charmaine Warrington. Shout out to Tim Robinson, who played the lawyer, and our jurors, Melita McKeithen, Sky, and Samaya Nafisa. So shout out to them. We did it, y'all. We got it done. It was amazing, and you will see Awoke the Musical again in 2024. Is going to be the full out production. I can't wait. I'm super excited. All right, so here we go. Now it is 9:37, y'all. We're gonna jump into this Jennifer Hudson Jeopardy. What's up, Miss Key? How are you? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. So we're gonna jump into this this Jennifer Hudson Jeopardy, and we're gonna make it quick and fast, y'all, because we running on time, y'all, and we still gotta do the main topic. We still got a lot to do. So I see is a substantial amount of people, you know, on here, right? Right? So who knows Jennifer Hudson? Today is her birthday, all right? And I do got the shortcut, like how she had in, you know, like I think she's rocking. No, is she rocking it right now? Well, anyway, happy birthday to Jennifer Hudson, and we're gonna do this Jennifer Hudson Jeopardy. So you want to win $20 Cash App doing this Jennifer Hudson Jeopardy? I suggest y'all send y'all requests right now. I should see numbers popping up down at the bottom of my screen, so you could join in and answer these questions. Only 5 questions. Quick 5 questions, and your chance to win $20. It's going to be 2 people head to head. Let's go. Anybody ready to do this? Let's get this money tonight, y'all. Come on, let's get this money. Because I got a lot of ground to cover tonight, and I really want to do this, and I really want to give some money away. So please send your requests. So you can jump on real quick, win this money. It's Jennifer Hudson Trivia. I'm sure y'all want to know a lot of the trivia, because, listen. Come on, y'all. Come on now. I don't know why I always got to beg people to jump on and to win some money. All you doing is answering questions. But I have to give y'all the rules. So it is called Jennifer Hudson Jeopardy. I'm going to ask you a question. You have to answer in question form. If I say the sky is this color, you have to say what is blue. You have to answer in question form. If you don't answer in question form, it is wrong. Okay, it's wrong. All right, Ronan, send your requests. Come on in. Send your requests. I need 2 people. 2 people. Jennifer Hudson Trivia. Jennifer Hudson Jeopardy. No, you can't Google. No, but I swear to you, money magnet Mia, you wouldn't need to Google. You wouldn't need to Google. You would not need to Google. All you gotta do is send the request. You would not need to Google. These questions is not that hard. They're not that hard. Come on, Rona Ali, send your request, honey. So I could. There you go. I got Ronan in. Ronan. And who else we gonna have on here to win some money? Share the live. If you know someone who's a big Jennifer Hudson fan and know about Jennifer Hudson, please, have them join in. What's up, Ronan? How are you?
I'm all right. What's going on?
All right. So how was your day?
The 60s.
No, it was all right. My day is all right, man.
No, you're not gonna get embarrassed, Money Magnet. Come on. It's a lot of people in there. What's up, guys at DC? What's up, Rio? Griot. What's a Griot to I don't know. I'm guessing you're a photographer or something like that, a photographer.
Reautographer.
Joined in. Come on, y'all. Send y'all requests. Come get this money real quick. I'm telling you, it's not their whore. It's not their whore. It's not their whore. Not their whore. Yo, so I know you play, right?
Huh?
You play instruments, right?
Yeah, I'm a singer too. And a recording artist.
So I'm gonna need a band soon. So
okay. Hold on, let me put my headphones on.
Real quick, Ronnie, can you say something about your open mic that happened?
Oh yeah. 1 second. Open mic was it was interesting with more people than I anticipated. Actually, I was warned it was going to be a lot more people. And that's the thing, man. It starts at 7, and we try to get people to sign up. And so many people sign up. We'll have like 4 featured acts. They do 2 songs. The main act will do 4. And I try to keep it moving, me and my co-host, Jennifer, and Heather, excuse me. And we'll try to keep it going. But then, you get some people try to be slick. They'll go and do a spoken word piece and then try to do another one.
Oh, yeah.
They get too much, man. They'll get the people on and they'll try to do another cut. Like, nah, man, we can't do that. We got other people waiting, man. So this one was a little different because I know a lot of own things, so that kind of like screwed up the order. But people got on. It was cool.
Okay, cool. Come on, we having Jennifer Hudson Jeopardy, y'all. Send me a request so you can join in this. You going against Ronan Ali. Aziza said, "Hey, bro, Aziza, you want to jump in on this?
Come
How
on,
much
sister.
do you know about Jennifer Hudson?"
Aziza's my sister, for real.
Oh, that's your sister. Come
That's
on,
my baby
beat your
sister.
brother in this Jennifer Hudson Jeopardy so you can get some money, honey. Oh my goodness. What's up, the luminary? Thank you for joining Different TV. Come on, Aziza. Come on, beat your brother real quick. Get this $20. I kid.
You don't know anything about J-Hub.
I'm super competitive with my brother, so it's like
It's easy to try. I probably know as much about J-Hud as you do.
yeah, I'm telling y'all, these questions are not hard. Y'all will know the answers. You don't have to be it's only 5 questions.
How do I do it? Go to the request.
Oh, just take and request. You can go up to the top and request to be inside or down at the bottom there's a little camera with a little there you go. She got it. Here we go. We're going live. It's fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun, y'all. All right. Ronan is coming in.
Hi.
Coming in. Hi, Aziza. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you for joining Think Different TV. This your first. No, you've been on here before. You've watched me before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Ronan.
Oh,
What's up, baby sis?
Nothing.
How are you?
she said I'm
Tired.
about to beat you. That's what's up. All right, we gotta get
Hey,
this going,
Samantha.
yo, because
Me and
we're
Z's are
running
on
on
live playing J
time.
Hudson.
I want to give someone $20 tonight. This is the Jennifer Hudson Jeopardy because today is Jennifer Hudson's birthday, and we celebrating every man. Yes, we are definitely celebrating Jennifer Hudson. So
Okay.
here we go, y'all. The rules are simple. I'm going to give you the question. Your answer must be in question form. If I ask you, the sky is this color, you say, what is blue? Because it's run just like Jeopardy. If you do not answer in question form, it's going to be wrong.
Ronan, stop being nasty and eating. Cut it
He's
out.
all,
Getting nasty
he's
and
all
eating.
broken. He's just so rude. He didn't offer none of us nothing.
It's a
So
pet
here we
peeve
go,
of mine. It's a pet peeve of mine. That's what my mom does.
How do you feed your child? How do you get mad at your child eating?
But he got it honestly, right? So here we go, y'all. This is how I'm gonna know. Raise your hand when you want to answer. Okay? Raise your
Okay.
hand when you want to answer. And I'm gonna call the person and the person's gonna answer. All right, here we go.
All right.
All right. Humble beginnings.
Jeopardy.
Humble beginnings. This is the title. Jennifer Hudson placed 7th in the 3rd season of this reality show. Aziza?
American Idol?
Wrong. Wrong. It's wrong because you didn't put it in question form.
Everybody's frozen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see you. I see you. So
All right.
it's supposed to be. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ronan.
All right. What is American Idol?
Oh,
He got it right.
I messed
So you
up.
got to put it in question form. All right. So one for
Hey,
Ronan. All right. Number 2.
Hi,
Just
Jimmy.
honestly.
Jennifer Hudson won an Oscar in the category of supporting actress for the role of Effie in this musical. Raise your hand. You know the answer.
Caesar. What is Dreamgirls?
Yes. Ronan got it right. All right. That's 2. It looks like Aziza, she. So
Yeah,
I
she
think
froze.
your service is messed it up a little bit. Cause I already got Ronan. We
Okay.
already answered. All right. So that's 2 for Ronan, but you can still get back. We got 3 more questions, okay?
Okay.
Jennifer Hudson is now a member of this elite award group along with Whoopi Goldberg and John Legend. Oh, there you go. What is it, Aziza?
What is an EGOT?
Yes, you got it. All right, it's 2-1, 2-1. All right,
I would
here
have
we
never
go.
got that without. I'd have never got that without help.
All
Get
right,
out of there, Samantha. Get out of there.
4 questions.
She's laughing.
So, 4th question, y'all. Jennifer Hudson made an appearance in this artist's music video, Shame on Me.
Oh,
I don't even like guessing like that. That's
Oh, Aziza?
what? Who is Tyrese Gibson?
Yes! 2-2, 2-2. Oh, the
Uh-oh.
tiebreaker. This is so exciting. Here we go. Because
you beat me.
of
You'll never see
Jennifer
my
Hudson.
kids.
You ready? You gotta listen, Ronan. You gotta listen.
Okay.
Because of her powerful voice, she was cast to play in the biopic of this legendary queen. Aziza?
Who is Aretha Franklin?
Yes! Aziza made a comeback. She won! Yes! I told y'all ain't nothing to it but to do it. All right. if you have a Cash App, please DM me your Cash App.
I don't. Send it to Ronan.
Okay, I'll send it to Ronan.
And we'll do it. Whose birthday is it next?
It's Clave.
Give it to Clave
I
and
know
give half
next
to
Sunday
Ikembe.
it's gonna be my mama's birthday, so I'm excited about that. It's my mama's birthday.
Give it to the babies.
When? When's your mama's birthday?
Yeah.
My mom's birthday is the 19th.
Word up. Okay.
Okay.
But she was
Cool.
talking about my kids because I got 4 of them. So
Yeah.
my son will be 11 soon. This one right here.
Hi,
And
Paul.
actually, hello.
Love you.
This was awesome, guys. I appreciate
Thank
y'all
you.
for joining the Think Different TV, playing our Jennifer Hudson Jeopardy. The game is over here, y'all.
All right. Good night.
Make sure
I
y'all
love you
stay
guys.
tuned for the rest of the show. We have an awesome topic next. And I appreciate y'all for joining in and doing the Jennifer Hudson Jeopardy. This was so fun. We're going to have it again next week.
I'll
All
see you
right.
next week. All right.
All
All
right.
right now.
Good night.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night. I'm still gonna be watching. All right, guys.
All right. As you can see, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Quick $20. Aziza is the winner. She comeback queen, right? She got them last 3. And yes, Jennifer Hudson is now the newest member of the EGOT team. All right. She has an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar. So she has an Emmy, 2 Grammys, an Oscar, and a Tony. All right. So, y'all, we're going to jump into this hot topic tonight. But before we do, we're going to shout out our sponsors. Our sponsors are Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company. Over 14 years in the making, over 100 websites created, including his own www.anointedads.com. You can also find Anointed Ads right here on Instagram and on Facebook at Anointed Ads. That's ANOINTEDADS. All right. And let me tell you something. Anointed Ads, Phil of Anointed Ads, has created the flyer for Think Different TV, as well as the logo for our beautiful merch that you can find at www.thinkdifferenttv.biz. All right. And he's creating the website for Think Different TV as we speak. So when you're ready to get your flyer created for your business, for your event, get your website created, make sure you call Phil of Anointed Ads at 609-534-0237. That's 609-534-0237. And when you do, make sure you mention Think Different TV. He's going to take 15% off of your first project. And then our other sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. It is good and good for you. So when you hydrate, make sure you hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. Euphoria Water can be found right here on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, make sure you call Captain of Euphoria Water at 267-707-8279. That's 267-707-8279. Get y'all water. I'm gonna take a little sip because I'm a little parched. I've been talking a mile a minute this whole time, y'all. So the hot topic for the night is how I met my brother. All right. Where situations and secrets can lead to siblings meeting in the weirdest of ways. All right. Recently, D. Ray Davis was on the FAQ podcast where he talked about how he met his brother. His brother he met on the basketball court, of all places. He noticed that the guy kept saying his name every time he would go up for a shot. The guy was actually named after his father. He looked at him and he said, "You're my brother." Took him to his father's house, and the father did indeed confirm that that was his brother. Now, here's the crazy thing about that whole situation. I feel some type of way about that whole situation because there's so many secrets going on in not just the Black community, even though, I am, in the Black community, and I realize this is a lot of things like this that happen. But it's becoming more and more prevalent where you have people walking around not knowing, um, not knowing who their siblings are. And that can lead to a lot of complications. One being, let's say these siblings meet in school and don't have the same last names. And then they, start dating, get acquainted with one another, and then have kids. It has happened, y'all. It has happened. It has happened. A woman found out that her husband of years, that they had kids and everything, found out that he was her brother. And then she went and she had got a divorce because she's like, this is not cool. Like secrets can cause a lot of pain and strife in a family. And what needs to happen is that the truth needs to be revealed. I remember one episode of Law and Order SVU where a young lady was found murdered. Not murdered. She died at the beginning of the episode. They found her body. They later found out that she was pregnant. They went to go retrack her steps to find out who could possibly have killed her. And she was with a boyfriend, and the boyfriend was, real quick. What's up, Trap X J? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. And they was dating for a long time. Even got to the point where they started being intimate. That's how she got pregnant. But here's the thing, y'all. Come to find out, his daddy was her daddy. All right? Because their dad and her mom was carrying on an affair for years. Years. And they even had another child, the girl's younger brother. So here's the triple whammy. Not only did this guy find out, this young guy, 17 years old in school, find out that his father is his girlfriend's father as well. So he found out, first he found out that she was dead. That was a blow. Then he finds out that she was pregnant. Then after doing a mitochondrial or a DNA test or whatever like that, they found out that they shared the same DNA. So then he found out that it was his sister that he was boning all that time. Listen, y'all, this madness has got to stop. All right? So crazy situations lead to people finding out about their siblings in the weirdest of ways. I know people that met their sibling working at a grocery store, cutting grass. Just so happened that, like this my friend for years and years and years, and then do a DNA test and come out and find out they were sisters. Like that's the stuff we gotta be careful with, okay? It's too crazy out here, and we don't need people walking around thinking they with somebody. What's up, Derek? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. We don't want people walking in. So what's up, B Candy? We don't want people walking into these situations. It's really crazy, y'all. It's super crazy. Now, that one was a lot more involved than what I just did, like a little quick snippet of that Law and Order SVU situation, but and that's extreme. That's on extreme spectrum. But stuff like this happens every day, and we have to be mindful of the fact that these families can sure enough be affected. These kids can be affected. We have to stop just spreading our seed everywhere and don't say anything, and people having affairs and all this crazy stuff and getting knocked up, and then hush, secret, and then not only that, but also kids just like parents just adults making decisions that can affect kids. That's what it is at the end of the day. Like in that episode, everybody involved, all the adults involved, did those children a disservice. All right? Because like I said, it was a lot more involved than what I just said. But at the end of the day, we had one child that was dead, and then we have two children left that just are finding out that they're brothers, and they're like, how the heck are we going to deal with that? And the older brother It's like, dang, I was born in my own sister. Like, it was just crazy, y'all. And this is just craziness that I cannot. I know who my brother and sister, who my brother is. I know who my sister is. I know that my dad is not a Rolling Stone, but I know family members that are, and I know that, they got kids out there that's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. Ocho Cinco's dad lived across the street his whole life. There you go. Then you got the people, you got the uncle, the dad raising the kid and thinking it's his kid, but it's really his nephew because his wife had an affair with his brother, and his brother is actually the father of the kid. Stop the madness, y'all. Stop it. Stop it. Now, there's nothing we can do about the children that are already out here, but at least with our generation going forward, maybe we can be a lot more mindful of the impact that this has on the children going forward in their lives. We can take and say, you know what? We have to be adults. We are adults and we need to act as such. We need to be adults that we are claiming to be. I could go and sleep with this girl. I'll get this person knocked up. I get this person knocked up. And then you have the women that don't want nothing to do with dad because dad is low down, dirty, whatever, and he's living his life with this person. And then they're like, well, I don't want to let him know that I got a kid by him. Stop keeping the secrets. Be very mindful of who you have children with because then you're going to have to keep it a secret. And then these kids can live a lot more balanced. Like, that's probably why this generation is so mad. That's probably why they're so angry and upset all the day one time, dealing with mental health issues and all that stuff. How do we know it's not because it's cross wires somewhere? Because it's somewhere along the way there's cross wires. We don't even know. All right. What's up, Tropical Skin? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. So I just want to throw that out there. That was the hot topic for the night. I'm sure there's a lot of people that have stories. That have stories on top of stories on top of stories. And it's sad that there's so many, because when I saw that post of D. Ray Davis, and then I looked at the comments, it was so many people saying, oh, that's how I met my brother, or that's how I met my sister, or that's how, and it was just like, oh my gosh, like this is really, really going on. What's up, Scandalous Vibe? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. I'm like, y'all really going in the comments, telling all their business. I wouldn't tell all my business, but they was just telling all their business. Like, yeah, and that's how I met my sister at my graduation. And, I found out we was in the same class the whole time. And didn't even know this was my sister. Like, that's why if you're going to be an adult, you got to make adult decisions. And if you are bringing a child in the world, the child has the right to know who both their parents are so they can do the proper sleuthing that they want to do later on. Even if y'all not together or whatever, don't keep that a secret from your child, okay? Don't do it. Do not do it. And also, get a DNA test. If you're unsure, get a DNA test like while your child is still young so they don't grow up not knowing who their father is, and then later on finding out that their father is somebody else's father that they're dealing with. Like, there's so many stories I done heard, y'all. It's crazy. But that was our hot topic. Listen, what's up, World Peace? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. If you have any comments about our hot topic, please, 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 when we post the replay in our IGTV, Think Different TV, and on our YouTube, Think Different TV channel, when you watch the replay, sound off in the comments. Let me know. Is there stories that you want to share about you or someone else? You don't have to put all the dirty details out there, but this is crazy. Like, I want to say that I am grateful that that's not the situation with my family, but I know a lot of people who had those situations going on with their family. And it's important to know who your parents are. And I think another thing that kind of messes kids up is when they are given up for adoption too. because they don't know who their parents are. So it's just like, it's just crazy out here. I think that is the reason why a lot of people are so angry, and why they have so many things going on with them psychologically and biologically with them, because they don't know who their parents are or who contributed to their makeup. So yeah. So that is the topic for the night. We're going to go straight into our independent spotlight artists. Again, shout out to our sponsors, Anointed Ads and Euphoria Water, for sponsoring Think Different TV. Listen, Think Different TV is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh my gosh, did I just cut myself? Yo, I just cut myself. That hurt. Oh wow. I really just cut myself right now. Like, I don't even know what I cut myself for. That was crazy. But anyway, what's up? Chiat Records, I think. That's what it is. Chiat Records. Chiat Records. Thank you for joining Think Different TV. We're gonna jump into the independent artist spotlight. Listen, this independent artist spotlight is amazing. But again, this is Think Different TV. Every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That cut through me off. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on IG with me, LaShia, as your host. Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you. And also our sponsors. So shout out to our sponsors, Anointed Ads, Euphoria Water, for holding down the fort, being our day one sponsors from the very beginning, taking care of us, making sure that we have everything we need to succeed on Think Different TV. And yeah, so we're gonna jump into this independent artist spotlight, right? So all I gotta say is, hey, like, okay, so this guy is amazing, right? His name is Payroll Santana. He is out of Chicago and Arizona. He is doing his thing. He has two albums, one called Track Back, the other one called Put Him on Payroll, right? Both released last year, so he's been a busy guy. And not only that, he has 6 singles. He has several producers who he's been working with on his albums. Barry Beats, YK Official, DJ The Don on the track. All right. Y'all want to find out any more about Payroll Santana? He does have his own website, payrollsantana.com. And he's been inducted into the Brink TV show of ATL, their Hall of Fame. He is the second artist to do so with his video Had Enough. Listen, he's been a busy guy. I'm gonna bring him in here because I want y'all to meet him. So I want y'all to give a big welcome, a big Think Different TV welcome to Payroll Santana. So I'm gonna bring him in because he's been waiting patiently, and he got people on here that's just waiting for him to jump on and tell us all about what he got going on. Hello,
Hey.
how are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm great. Thank you for joining Think Different TV. I've been hearing so much great things about you, and then I looked you up, and I was like, "Dang, you got a lot going on." Okay. I was listening to the music, and that is so catchy, and I like music that I can vibe out to, like have playing while I'm cleaning, while I'm thinking. Like, it's not all this craziness going on. It's something, and I do have a favorite. I will say that I do have a favorite song, and I'm gonna bring it up. But I want you to introduce yourself to the people of Think Different TV. Tell them who you are, what you do, and what you want them to think of when they hear Payroll Santana.
I appreciate that. Look, my name is Payroll Santana. I'm originally from Chicago. I'm out here in Phoenix, Arizona as of right now. Got multiple projects out, you know. I work with hit artists, you know what I mean? I work with hit producers, etc. You know, when you listen to my music, I'm just about motivating, you know what I'm saying? So any way, shape, and form to help you make some money, get you in your bag. You know, I'm not all about go kill each other, you know what I mean? I support the Black movement, and I love my brothers and my sisters, you know what I mean? So when you listen to my music, it's more or less motivation to make your income and take care of your responsibilities, but in a trap vibe.
I get that. I feel that all throughout your music. And I'm like, you know, it's crazy because I always talk about multiple streams of income. I always talk about going out there and getting the bag and securing the bag and
Definitely.
making sure that you not under the thumb of someone else. And I see that through your music, you're encouraging, like you said, people to go out there and get it for themselves and not depend on someone else to make a way for them, but to make a way for themselves in this crazy, crazy capitalistic world.
Definitely.
So I feel you on that. So let me just ask you this, right? So why the name Payroll Santana?
Well, my hood name's Santana. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people referred to me when I was a kid. And I always went and got my money. You know what I mean? So Payroll Santana. You know what I mean? So that's me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. You from Chi-Town?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, born and raised?
Born and raised.
Born and raised, right? I think that's the city of the steppers.
Oh, yeah. It's two
City of-
types of steppers, too. You know what I'm saying? Depends on what you're talking.
So break it down to me. What's the two type of steppers?
You got your steppers, old school, you know what I mean? People that step side to side, R. Kelly vibe, you know what I mean? Free that man. And then, you know, on the street slang, steppers could be referred to as a violent person, you know what I mean? So,
So you stuck to them, like,
yeah, you know what
you're
I'm
gonna just talk whatever about me. I'm a go get like.
saying? Whatever you got to do, you know what I mean? Whatever they want to do, you feel me? So,
So like I said, I have my favorite. Now I want to ask you a few questions about your albums. Like you have several projects in workings right now. You're a very busy person. Congratulations on your video Had Enough getting inducted into the Hall of Fame on Brink TV show. That is big news because I know they're on in Atlanta. So that's telling you ATL is loving you, honey.
yeah, that's the
So
whole,
that is the reason.
you know, I'm a hip hop junkie, but I'm not a hip hop junkie. You know what I mean? So the sound that I have is definitely, you know, down south, you know, back to the crib. But everybody in New York, LA, you know, they love it. But my sound is just, you know what I mean? It's more or less, it's dark. It's not dark, but it's a down south dark sound, if that makes sense.
Okay, okay. So what I want to say is, I have to say my favorite song is Label because it
Yeah.
was that first line. That first line that just got me. It's like put the change on my neck because since they
Ain't my neck because they labeling me.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. So where did your inspiration come from there? Is it just because you just been seeing what's been going on? Is it something that was brewing? Is it something you just wrote to the beat because it's like it goes with the beat? Like,
So more or less, whenever I make content, you know what I mean, I make content that has some type of substance to it. I'm not just making music to make music. So, you know, as you become a fan and you actually listen to my music, you know, you actually getting a story out of each song, you know. So, but with Label, you know, I've endured, you know, racism and seen racism growing up from the projects with disabled parents, etc. You know what I mean? And it's not hate that I have, but it's something that I dislike towards this world, you know. And being able to create music, people don't understand that you have a powerful influence on the words that you be preaching to everybody, you know. So with me, you know, since I've always tried to address situations and motivate people to make money, it was more or less I just got tired of seeing everything that was going on from people getting killed, XYZ, and I wanted to be me, but also let the world know, you know what I mean, I'm a nigga.
mm. So what would you say is the most personal song on your entire project? Like out of all the songs you've done, what do you think is the one that hits hard for you? What took you a while to kind of do and get out there? Because I'm a songwriter myself, so I know there's some songs that when I listen to them, I'm like, dang, like I really put a lot into this one because I really wanted to come off a certain way. Is there a certain song or songs that you have done that said, you know, I want to get my message out loud and clear, and I want to make sure that I'm not misconstruing anything. And you really put a lot of thought into it. And I know you say you put a lot of
Yeah,
thought into every song that you do. But is there one or two, or maybe a few that you said, I really want to drive home the message, and I hope people get it?
yeah. So label would be one of them. You know what I mean? Because that was more personal. Another one would be Pretty Boy. I got it's a single called Pretty Boy, where more or less I'm letting them know I never been a pretty boy. You know what I mean? XYZ. You feel me? So, but more or less, that's more or less my life. If you listen to label, you'll understand the growth of who I became. You know, um, as far as Pretty Boy, and then I would say I got Little Mexico. So Little Mexico was more or less a song saying I'd rather have no beef with no Mexican, because I hate that, us black people, Mexicans, and different nationalities, can't get along. You know what I mean? And we all should, especially when we go on against the devil. You know what I mean? So that song really meant something to me too. And Going Down Now, I always do the Going Down Now reels. That's still my favorite song out of all my material. My first record that I dropped, Going Down Now, with the reels, it's definitely made a big impact.
Awesome, awesome. So what I want to ask you is humble beginnings. Like, how did you get started doing what you do? I know I started when I was 13 years old, writing in the classroom, writing songs, and just was like, okay, I guess I'm going to be a singer, like, or a songwriter. So, what was the beginning? What made you say, I want to be an artist? I want to be, and here's the thing, like, we talked about it earlier in another show. We said there was a difference between being a hip hop rap artist and being, I mean, a rapper and being the actual artist.
Right.
All right. Now, I get from you that you are an artist because you come with the imagery, you come with the message. You also have your image. All right. Because some people, they just rap and they just do their thing, but they don't plan on making an impact. And I see that you are really working towards branding yourself and making an impact. But where did that all start?
Honestly, it started in a trap. This was when I was a shorty. I'll probably say I was about 16. It was before I went to jail, a year before I went to jail. My homies was rapping, you know what I mean? And I was like, damn, if you can do it, I know I can do it, you know what I mean? And at that point, you know what I mean, I really found interest in creating music once I was able to hear my voice and then allow someone else to hear me as well and see their reaction. And then that's when I was introduced to it. Then I got locked up. When I was locked up, I started writing, you know what I mean, little stories, etc. And then once I got out, that's where I really, was kind of polished, I would say, to actually making music. So I've been doing it for about 10, 12 years. And I really became an artist, I would say 3 years ago, because that's where I really sat down and say, all right, this is what I want to do. I had the finances to back myself. I have the material, I got the content, I have all the people around me, and shout out to my team as well, my cameraman, producers, my fans, etc. That just motivate me, but I really became an artist, like I say, 3 years ago when I rebranded, because I used to be payroll. I mean, I used to be Push Fin Gang, so I had a different alias when I was younger, and that's when I ended up crossing over and became myself, as far as payroll, Santana.
So it's like when you discovered who you were as an artist, you made that switch to Payroll Santana because you was like, okay, this is who I am as an artist. And you said, I'm gonna make that switch. And I want you to talk about branding because I always want to like make this like edutainment. I want people to know like how important it is to brand yourself in the industry because there can only be one Payroll Santana.
Right.
So can you talk a little bit about how important that branding was for you?
More or less, it was before I actually branded. I just wanted to rap. I wanted to learn how to rap this way or this style and do stories XYZ. You know, I was following a lot of people. You know, like Lil Wayne was a big influence on me, and you know, I kind of sat back and mimicked his craft XYZ. You know, so after that, I just got tired of talking about stuff that I really don't know or I haven't did. You know, so I've always been a philosopher of you can talk more about what you know, vice versa to what you want to create, right? So
Mm-hmm.
at that point in time, you know, that's when I did the brand, and it was more like, who are you? I'm Santana. Okay, cool. Payroll Santana. I always make money. All right, cool. Now this is my lane. This is what I'm comfortable with. This is what I want the people to see me as and view me as, because this is what they already know. You know, so me going to Payroll Santana, the people that know me, like, that's you. Yeah, like that's really you.
Yep. Yep. So what I wanted to ask you is there has been these newer rappers coming out and they are really young. I mean, like 13, 14 years old, rapping about being in the trap, being, you know, and we're actually going to have an independent artist panel on the 40th episode where we sit down and we discuss this exact same topics. But I wanted to get your view on it. Is there a such thing as being too young to rap or be in the rap industry or to rap about the content that they rap about?
Well, with today's generation, you know, it's crazy to say, but you know, we kind of we dropping the ball as far as all. I mean, so I would say it's never you never too young to rap, right? You never too old to rap. It's music.
Mhm.
So, and it's more or less who around them. Like, if I have a little brother or a son that's around 12, 13 years old, will I allow him to rap about killing and doing all this just because it sounds good and he can get paid? I'm not, you know what I mean? So, it got
Mhm.
structure behind it. But the people that have no structure, you know, it's sad to say, but the future is really not that bright, because how are you going to make it to 17 or 18 when you talking about killing each other? You know what I mean? So I'm upset.
Mhm.
You know, I listen to that type of music, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I wish that we can just talk about money or talk about something else. You know what I mean? Make you happy. Make a song about a laptop or your mama. You know what I mean? And you still can do it.
I feel like the music that I grew up with, there was a lot more variety when it came to even hip hop, rap. It was a lot of variety on the
It was,
radio, and I feel like we're hearing the same type of thing.
yeah,
Um, but what I notice about your music is that it's catchy, but like you said, it does have a message, and it's important that that message is heard. I told you my favorite was Label, but you know, I do like Voila. I do like because I listed in the ones that I really like. I like Track Back, and I like, of course, I like Had Enough.
yeah,
Because listen, that's a phrase that I say all the time, honey. I be like, listen, y'all get on my nerves. I done had enough. All
oh man,
right, y'all need to get out of my face. You know, so it's something we can relate to because it's like you can take that simple message, that simple phrase, and you can apply it to so many things that's going on right now. You know, and actually, when you were doing Had Enough, what was your thought process behind it? What did you want people to get from that message?
so when I did Had Enough, it was more or less my music's undeniable, and it was the people that's out here, you know what I mean, or around me, or you know, even close members, you know what I mean. It was more or less like, y'all know this is undeniable, and y'all don't want to support or show the support, or you want to
Mm,
space, but you don't want to do it behind my back. So it was more or less just letting everybody know, like, I've had enough, you know what I mean? Like, my music is undeniable. You can, like, it's no expiration to it, you know what I mean? And they couldn't recreate it, they couldn't do any of that. So it was more or less give me my flowers when I made.
mm, And that's the thing that, you know, a lot of people wait until the person passes and then they're saying, oh, let's give them their flowers. It's like, give them their flowers while they're still here,
Yeah.
and that's the reason why I've decided to create the independent artist spotlight, because there's a lot of independent artists out here that are, dare I say, better than what we hear mainstream, but yet the mainstream is being pushed for a certain agenda, So I make sure that I highlight independent artists that I like, that are actually making strides and have a message in their music. And that's why I do what I do. And that's why I'm happy to have you on the show, because Trevo has been in my ear. Shout out to Trevo La Fire. Been in my ear like, yo, we got to get him on the show. We got to get him on the show. And I was like, okay, well, make it happen. You know what you got to do.
Yeah.
But definitely, he was like sending me back to back, because you actually have a YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel, and your music is streaming on all major platforms right now.
Yeah.
And he was just sending me everything. Like, listen to him, please, please, please. So shout out to Trevo, because he be putting me on to people. Yes. So I'm gonna ask you a few more questions. Now the producers, your team that you work with, I already talked about them briefly. I shouted them out before I brought you in, but definitely tell me the process of working with different producers, because some people, how some people, they be like, I got that one producer on my track, like on my entire album, and they just work with one producer, and so everything kind of sounds the same. And what I noticed about your music is that there's a difference, and that's because you do have different producers working with you. So talk about that whole networking process, the working with different people, how important it is to have a strong network when it comes to that.
So yeah, as far as my producer, shout out to the game, Bari Beach. You know what I mean? That's my brother. YK Beats, that's my brother. DJ the Don, you know what I mean? That's the big homie, John Content. But with me, what works for me is I'm not looking for an industry beat. I'm not looking to work with 1,000,001 producers. I'm more or less, we were born together, we gonna grow together, you know what I mean? And then my brother's from a different mother. But with Bari, Bari basically like my yin yang, so I don't need to physically be with him. I record in my own personal studio. He'll make the beat, send it through. We cook up. We always on the same wavelength. You know what I mean? That's my brother. And that's the dark side of payroll, right? And then you got YK Beats, that's my other brother, where he's more industry quality, should I say, far as production wise, and that's like my other brother. So we get in there and we work together, more or less. He play a beat for me, I go in and just do my thing. So I'm not one of those artists where it take me a month or 2 weeks to create a hit record. I get the beat, do what I need to do, and I move on to the next record. I don't go back and say, oh, I'm about to go do this again. I hate re-recording my music, So this is a God gift, you know what I mean? So DJ the Don, I was introduced to him through Bari Beats. He's a platinum producer as well, you know what I mean? So that's big bro now, so he's seen the progress that we were making, you know what I mean? And he was already working with Bari prior to me as his mentor, etc. So he hopped on the bandwagon to assist, just because he believed in the craft. So, and then John Content, that's my other producer as well, where he'll make sure that we get the right samples and XYZ to make hits, so, but I'm not looking for no extra producers. I've had a lot of major producers reach out to me saying they'll give it to me at a lower price. I'm cool. I could take that money and put it behind the camp and what we doing.
They really said to you, like, we want you on our beat, but we gonna charge you a discounted price, like, but you want me to, like,
I
like
take
what?
5,000-10,000 and go do 2-3 projects with it. You know what I mean? So
I see that you have a lot of visuals for your projects too. You have several videos out right now.
got 12. Yeah.
12 videos, y'all. Because visuals are very important. Can you talk about that process? Because some artists feel like all I gotta do is put out an album. That's all I gotta do, and I don't need any visuals. How important are visuals for you?
Visual can break you. You know what I mean? As far as breaking a record, etc. You know, with me, I'm a funny individual. You know what I mean? I have a very strong imagination. You know, so with my visuals, everything that I drop, it's not just gonna be me and a whole bunch of guys around with guns out X Y Z. You know what I mean? Boring. You know, when you become an artist, you have to become an entertainer. All right. So, stand in that. That's what differentiates me from the group, because now I'm dropping content with my own budget that you couldn't fathom, you know. So like voila, like I was a magician. I was Harry Potter and voila. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen the video, but you know, I was Harry Potter and voila. Work, I was Forrest Gump, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I want to have fun, and I want people to see my music like, damn, this hit. But did you see the visual? No, and I want to make you smile. I want you to feel it. You know what I mean? So every visual that I do, I want to make sure that they are entertained without depriving my manhood, you know, like how artists do now. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I have morals. I'm gonna stick to my own morals, but I want to make it a movie. Every video I shoot.
Absolutely, absolutely. Someone who was really big about doing that was Michael Jackson. He made a movie out of every video he done did. I remember coming up and like Busta Rhymes, Eminem, the imagery was crazy. Missy Elliott, imagery was crazy. It made me want to follow them more, follow their artistry more because they were giving me something to see.
It
And
sparks
I'm a
too, because once you think about it, you're like, oh damn, last video I seen, it was crazy. I wonder what this one's gonna be like. You know what I mean?
Definitely, definitely, because what we saw Missy Elliott with the big puffy thing, and that's like a big thing, and then I can't stand the rain, like, and then with you bringing that imagery to us to see the visual of your music and seeing how you visualize your video and how you visualize your music. And then for people that it's hard for them to actually visualize it and they listen to it, they're like, I wonder how he would do this. And then you do it, you're like, oh, they like, oh snap. Or I wouldn't have thought he would have did something like that. Or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's really dope that you have so much content that people can see. Cause a lot of artists, like I said, they just think that they can just create an album and then that be it. And they're dropping songs after song without any real visuals
Right.
to follow up what they have going on. So I know you're working on more projects. All right. So can you spill the beans, or is it under wraps, or what? I mean, you don't have to, you don't want to, but
All I'm gonna say is something finna drop soon. The storm is a brewing, you know. So I've been kind of quiet for the past 2 months, maybe. And that told me no, I don't stay quiet long. So, but this next project that's about to drop, you know, all I'm gonna say is Petro 2. I already dropped Petro 1. Petro 2 on the way.
so y'all gotta stay tuned. He got some stuff. Listen, right up there, drop that box down. Follow Payroll Santana so you can stay in the know, so you can know what's going on, and also subscribe to his YouTube channel
Please do.
because everything drops over there. Like and all his music is now streaming on all major platforms. So support the artists, okay? Make sure y'all put money in these people's pocket because they going out here, they give y'all content. I mean, y'all go pay for Beyonce's joint and everything like that. Support these independent artists too, because no shades to Beyonce, but it's a lot of artists out here that are just putting out content and really, really driving home the message that they want to put out there, but also giving you really good music and like y'all is just sitting up here just listen to the same thing over and over and over again. Expand y'all ears, okay?
All
Expand
I'm gonna say,
y'all mind.
listen,
Like,
y'all go put on Payroll Santana, and I promise you, you gonna make the most money you made that day and you made in the month. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be motivated. Work out to it, cook to it. Your kids piss you off, put had enough on. Your man piss you off, put had enough on. Your girl piss you off, put had enough on. I can continue going. You know what I mean?
hey, y'all, put hashtag had enough in the comment section.
And run
You
it up. If
know,
you done had
light
enough,
it up.
had
Light
enough.
it up, man.
Hey,
Hey, like,
hey.
that's another thing I was noticing too. I was like, yo, I'm gonna end up like it's just gonna be in my head like I'm walking down the street because I live in Philly, so
Yeah.
be like you're like I'm like hey.
Ooh.
So definitely, like y'all gotta go and support Payroll Santana because he is an amazing person. I wanted to know, is there any, words of advice that you give to upcoming artists who may want to do what you do, or just any words of advice,
Yeah.
encouragement to the youth?
I would say follow your dream. You definitely gonna have a lot of people that try to derail you from what you want to do, and you have to be strong enough to love yourself and love what you're doing to continue on. Don't sit on your music. A lot of people sit on their music and, oh, I got a million songs, but you got 2 songs out that don't make sense, right? um, you definitely have to have a budget and have the right people around you. So all money not good money neither. So you got to watch who you're receiving from. I'm real big on energy, lower vibrations and high vibrations. And if you can just follow that and understand the difference between lower and higher vibrations, then, you can win, and just enjoy what you're doing, enjoy that craft. If it makes you happy, enjoy it and push it.
Absolutely, y'all. Y'all heard it, man. Y'all heard it from Payroll Santana himself. He said, go out there, follow your dreams, okay? And turn those dreams into reality by putting in the work, all right? You know, hard work beats talent where talent doesn't work hard, all
Yeah.
right? And you have to be on top of your game at all times. You have to be able to go out there and make something happen. It's not going to fall in your laps. It's not going to fall out of the sky and land in front of you and say, this is your success. No, you have to go and be successful and make it happen. And when you put on Payroll Santana's music, he definitely gets you in the mood to be like, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to make this money the way I need to make the money. I got to pay these bills. I'm going to go make some money. I'm going,
You're
you
not
know
gonna
what I'm
care what
saying?
nobody say neither. You're gonna feel good on it.
Yes, and ain't nothing better than paying your bills with your own money that you done made. Okay, you
Right.
know. And there was something else I wanted to ask you because I might be getting into more of the music, because there's music business, right? So the business side of things, I see that you have you're copyrighted, you have all those things in order. Can you talk a little bit about how important it is to make sure that your music is your music?
Well, one, you definitely want to make sure it's yours, because if it's not, somebody can go claim it. And let's say, for instance, that record just blows. It's going. You can possibly still beat it by showing the dates of when you recorded it, XYZ. But branding yourself is the biggest thing. You know what I mean? So making sure that you do all the sites to register your music and doing it the proper way, so it's easier for people to, one, access you. Because I've seen a lot of artists who say they rap and they tell me their rap name and I look it up and it's nothing there. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
definitely putting yourself on ink and paper and making sure it's done the right way. And then you create, your bio We're basically trying to work to a Wikipedia or, your Google Analytics. If you type Payroll Santana in, I'm going to have a page, maybe 2 or 3 pages on Google, So you want to make sure it's easier for the people that's looking for you, that's just doing this. You know what I mean? So, and you're protecting yourself at the same time. You have to learn the business if you want to do the music and to try to get paid. If you're just doing music, just do it, become a battle rapper. If you actually want to release music and do it the proper way, you definitely have to make sure that you're copyrighted, your music's copyrighted. As of my music, if somebody played mine on YouTube, etc., it'll get flagged and sent to me, and I'll be notified that my music's being played and it's channeling to my money.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you registered, you have everything in line. So your stuff is your stuff. And I think a lot of people forget to do that. They forget because they get so wrapped up in being an artist and putting out the music. But I wanna ask you this question: do you still do it the old school way? Do you still go out there and sell CDs, or is that a thing of the past for you?
That's the thing of the past for me. I used to hate them. When like, hey, you want to buy these DVDs, bro? I'm like, no, I'm good. I want them bootlegs. You know what I mean? But I still hit the street. You know what I mean? When I'm out and about, it's just more or less, instead of it being a CD, it's, hey, you got Apple Music? Yeah. Hey, go ahead and type in Payroll Santana. Boom. And they just download it that way, And then now they got like barcode cards where you can put it to a phone and it'll open up all the links, etc. So it's almost the same thing as far as the street team. It's just no hand in hand. It's just typing now, So I definitely do that.
Any shows coming up?
Yeah, so I'm trying to see what I want to do. I do got a couple opportunities that's ahead of me. I've made a couple promises, you know what I mean, probably in December.
He'll be back, y'all. He'll be back. A little glitchy, but it's okay because he's gonna come right on back. You're gonna bring him back. But in the meantime, make sure y'all hashtag had enough in the comments. Make sure y'all do that. I don't know what's going on right now, but it is raining. And it's been crazy weather. So sometimes the service gets a little crazy. Can y'all still see me? Okay. Can y'all still see me? Y'all can still see me, right? I'm still here, right? All right. I'll probably have to just request them back in. Ain't no big thing. No big thing. Gonna bring them back in here. We just lost him real quick. But he's actually on mountain time because he's in Arizona right now. So see if we can get him back on. When he joins back in, then we'll finish up the conversation. But in the meantime, don't forget to go ahead and follow Payroll Santana. Oh, no. You're good. You are good, honey. We're going to bring you back in. All right, there you are.
Yeah, I had
Yes.
to plug my phone up. My bad.
Oh, it's fine. Because let me tell you, that's happened twice on this show.
Yeah.
So bad. My phone was just getting right off. I was like, oh, step, it's not charging. Oh, bad. It's so bad. That's why some of my shows is in 2 parts.
He like that sometimes.
You get so wrapped up in the conversation, you're like, dang, I didn't even plug my phone up. But you were saying.
Refresh my memory because that just blew me right there. I'm sorry.
So we were talking about how, the old school way, CDs.
Oh yeah.
I think all right.
So yeah, so still I get out and it's more or less word of mouth. A lot of people pull their phone out or send links, etc. You know what I mean? But that plays a role, but the biggest role is, ads, I would say, or me being an independent artist, you know what I mean, having my own budget. Definitely got to run your ads, you know what I mean, between YouTube, IG, wherever you most popping, TikTok, XYZ. So it's a little bit easier now because everything's more or less in-house. You know, no one's really outside like they used to be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So I'm hoping they don't flag my live because you're so protected.
Oh, you go
But
ahead.
I hope that it's not so protected that I can't play something, you know, because sometimes if you know, you know. All right.
The DJ's always
'Cause-
live, so you good.
all right, coolly. Um, I'm going to just go with Wild Out first.
Man, all my bitch like, see me flex and she like, damn, you just had you got this one. And I'm like, voila. Watch me do a magic trick. You just turn a quarter to a half a brick. I put a 50 on a magic stick. It gets to sparking like a magic trick. Watch me do a magic trick. Watch me do a magic trick. Turn a quarter to a half a brick. I put a 50 on my magic stick. I hit the trap and out they play some shit. Sounds I turn my eyes to Asian bitch. I'm talking dinner, then Caucasian lips. I'm cooked like I just made some shit. Trap out jumping off the meters, talking scales and heaters. Take it backwards, then I make them beefy, rolling no fajita. While I'm at the table bagging in a beater. I won't switch up on my plug, that nigga a keeper. I told my bitch I love but I don't need her. If your ass can't take the flame, don't get me heated. And if I'm the one to blame, then so be it. Moonwalking to the money, tell them beat it. Hey, watch me do a magic trick. Turn a quarter to a half a brick. I put a 50 on a magic stick. It gets to sparking like a magic trick. Watch me do a magic trick. Watch me do a magic trick. Turn a quarter to a half a brick. I put a 50 on my magic stick. Man, it's like the hustle like magic, bro. Like you go get a zip, nigga, flip that zip, get two zip, flip that nigga, you get a cube, from my half. It's like, man.
Yo, that John hot.
I'll make these trap niggas go.
Wait. It's jumping ahead. It's jumping ahead. Wait a minute.
Hey.
Wait. Let me tell you, the production is crazy on this joint. The engineering is amazing. It's like, it comes out sounding so crystal clear. Like, I love it. I love when music is like clean, coming out the speaker. Like, I know you. I think M. Will Music Soul. He was on here last week. He was talking about how you got to do the car test, right?
Yeah.
So I know it passed the car test several times over.
Yeah.
This door is bumping.
Sanders. We do industry Sanders music. You know what I mean? Bari is a monster. You know what I mean? But all my producers is monsters. But industry standards, industry quality music.
Yes. And I got a little tiny Bluetooth speaker that's gonna coming through like I got like a whole big speakers next to me. Yeah. I'm telling you. All right, I gotta play my favorite. And then we're gonna end with the money maker right now, the one that's got you the Hall of Fame on Brink TV show. But I gotta play Label because that's my favorite one.
Let's go.
Sure, you nigga. You should be right there. Hey, fuck, I like you. Hold up. It's good, though. All that jewelry, like, you just retarded. Fuck all that shit, man. I'm saying? I put some chains around my neck since I'm late with a nigga. Motivated by the drop and I label my niggas. Yelling fuck 12 in the organization that's with you. I'm my brother's keeper and I slide for my sister. I put some chains around my neck since I'm late with a nigga. I put some chains around my neck since I'm late with a nigga. I'm tired of looking like the outcast. 12 up and pole on us like we Al-Qaeda. We fighting for our lives in the streets with street fighters. Album bags, so many bags, I probably get arthritis. If I brought the trap back, I price a higher mix and jambalaya. That the flare, this shit is fire. Blowing clouds up to the fire. Trying to hold up my eyelids. These bitches wanna fuck them into my eyelids. My priorities is different since I had kids. Teach my sons about some currency and cash shit. Get your money first and worry about action. And since you labeled a nigga, you might as well match it. Put some chains around my neck since I'm labeled a nigga. Motivated by the guap and I label my niggas. Yelling fuck 12 in the organization that's with you. I'm my brother's keeper and I slide for my sister. I put some chains around my neck since I'm labeled a nigga. I put some chains around my neck since I'm labeled a nigga. Niggas are scared of revolution. Niggas are actors. Niggas are actors. Niggas are players. Niggas play football, baseball, and basketball. Niggas do not shoot. Niggas shoot off at the mouth. Niggas shoot two. Niggas shoot traps. Niggas run around the corners and shoot down the street.
It's powerful.
I'm telling you, that ending. So I was cleaning up and everything. I was getting things ready for the show. And then when that came on and I heard the first one, I was like, let me sit down for a minute. Let me sit down for a minute. I don't know, let me sit down for a minute. And then the end, it was like, yo. So I could see that in my head, like the visual for that. Like, huh?
Did you see the video to label?
Now, I didn't see the video yet. So I wanted to listen to everything. I did not want to leave anything I had to like everything. I'm up here like it. But I want to, like, my thing is I like to listen to music to really understand.
Yeah.
So it takes me a while. Like I go through, I listen until I really can understand what story is being told. So when I heard that joint, now I gotta go and watch the video because then it'll put it all in perspective for me. But definitely, y'all gotta go to his YouTube channel because Payroll Santana has a whole bunch of 12 visuals that you can see. You can see who he is as an artist, but you can also see the story that's being told through his music. So definitely go and check him out and watch the video for Label, for Had Enough, for all the songs that he has visuals for, because he's telling y'all a story and y'all can follow along with the visuals.
I'm telling you, once you see the label, I ain't gonna sneak. I'm gonna sneak preview. So basically, I'm a Black Panther at a slave plantation.
Oh, see now I got. Don't tell me no more. But he just gave y'all a sneak preview, so go on YouTube, watch that video, okay? Watch the video. And then we got to end with Had Enough because that is the one, okay? That is the one. And it's found on Trackback Deluxe, but he does have Trackback. Trackback and put him on Payroll.
I just don't like Payroll. I don't like the music. I don't like the beats. I don't like it. I don't like looking at the beat. I don't like talking about it. I still like that. Dating pissed me off, but I had enough. Ain't no me, it's gonna get you what? Take your hating ass and step it up. This big thing over here, you can't hang with us. Dating pissed me off, but I had enough. Ain't no me, it's gonna get you what? Dating pissed me off. on my name like they sucking the dick. Like why payroll Santana flashing money and shit? Why he drifting all designer? Hood is funk without a liner. He ain't even from here, he from Chicago. Sound like a bunch of hate. Look at my chains, they frosted flakes. I ain't window shopping, fuck the cost, I'd rather pay. Bustin' place for 50, I pull up with a bag of apes. I'm a gorilla in some hood fashion, I'm coming, baby, Nate. Why y'all mad I put y'all on the payroll? My Spanish plug gave a nigga pesos. Told me it's more money with the yayo. And with your line of credit, you'll get a caseload. They done pissed me off, but I had enough. Ain't no me, it's gonna get you what? Take your hating ass and step it up. This big thing over here, you can't hang with us. They done pissed me off, but I had enough. Ain't no me, it's gonna get you what? They done pissed me off, but I had enough. Ain't no me, it's gonna get you what? Big A, 245. We don't get no fuck about none of that hating shit, man. You ain't hate, you ain't hey. Why you hating, huh? Why you hating, huh? Why you hating, huh? Why you hating? Why you hating, huh? Why you hating, huh? Why you hating,
Yo. Y'all, that was Had Enough by Payroll Santana. Y'all, first of all, I done had enough of this daggone chair. I gotta bring it up a little bit. There we go. I wonder why I feel so daggone short. All right, that's good. That's good. All right. But listen, y'all gotta go and support Payroll Santana. He has 2 albums out. He has several singles out. He has several visuals out, 12 visuals. Go follow him on YouTube, follow his YouTube channel, subscribe. You know, his music is streaming on all major platforms. Follow him on IG. Just go click that little box up there, drop it down, you know, click follow. You know what to do. Do you have any words for the peoples? Payroll Santana, I thank you so much for joining Think Different TV tonight. You are an amazing, amazing guest. And I just love the words of wisdom that you dropped on everyone tonight. But definitely, you know, talk to the people. Let them know any shows coming up, any projects coming up.
Real quick. So after I do this, it's a whole bunch of people in my chat that want to hear Going Down now to close everything off. That's like the biggest shit that I got, right? So when I'm done talking, though, put Going Down now on if you can.
I got you.
So, but definitely I got a lot more in store. Everybody that know me, all my fans, I definitely about to hit y'all with some more music. Multiple projects before this year is up. I'm still coming like that, you know. So I want to feed y'all. I need y'all to keep inspiring me, friends, family, my cousin, my brothers, everybody that's on here right now. Live. You know, I ain't gonna keep going down the list and so forth, but I need y'all to keep me going, and I'm gonna keep feeding the streets and keeping everybody satisfied with real music. You know, the trap is back, like the church say. I can't do this without y'all, and I appreciate you so much for having me on Think Different TV. You know what I mean? I love what y'all doing. You know what I mean? And continue on. I'm never gonna be too big to not support you. So if you ever want to bring me on at a different time, I'm going to continue to support y'all. I love what y'all got going, you know, and I love everybody that's in the chats right now with the feedback and being active. And just make sure if y'all haven't subscribed to Big Pay, go subscribe to Big Pay. Go follow me on IG. I got Going Down now videos that's hilarious. You know what I mean? I'm talking about your mama will love it. You know what I mean? So once y'all tap in, I promise you I'm coming with that heat.
That's what's up, y'all. Give it up to Payroll Santana, and we're going to close out this segment with Going Down Now.
It's going to be turned. I might get turned down here.
Put them on payroll. two. I'ma up this motherfucking point at you. And you, how you hopping out the gym without a ooh? Ooh, going down now. 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 He thought he caught me slipping, I had to too. I come from the city where they be killing big smoke. Bitch, I'm from the city, we call it drilling. Just gang up in this bitch. Got Cinco Blicks up in this bitch. Hey, they know I get it in. They know I rep the fin. Fin gang go to skin. Fin gang go to limbs. Try me if you want. Running your house like the Sims. My aim so precise. Get shot from a glimpse. On phone now, I get it done. For phone now, kill anyone. Don't get out your body. This weapon beside me, it is. I'ma up this big bitch and shoot up your body. I'm a hood nigga that like Goku. I do real beef, no tofu. Got mad weight when I approach you. Got mad milk. I like my weed green and my money blue. It's going down now. It's going down now. Thought he caught me slipping, I had to two. I'ma up this motherfucking point at you. And you, how you hopping out the gym without a ooh? Ooh, going down now. 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 He thought he caught me slipping, I had to too. Going down now. 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 He thought he caught me slipping, I had to too.
Hey.
Hey. Hey, that's that.
I gotta work on my A, y'all. See, this it always happens, y'all. It be trying to play the next song, like,
You got it. Oh,
actually, we're gonna end on that note. We're gonna just play it out. But I want to thank you again, Payroll Santana, for joining us tonight and on Think Different TV and giving us your words of wisdom once again, y'all. Show your love for Payroll Santana. Make sure y'all go and follow him right here on Instagram. Make sure y'all go check out his YouTube channel. Make sure y'all just support him everywhere you can support him, okay?
yeah, that's it. You and
I'm sorry, what did you say? I was listening.
no, you good. The song got something where it make you listen to it again. You know what I'm saying? But all I said was make sure y'all type my name in. I even got Pandora for everybody that don't got no subscriptions to Tidal and all that stuff. If you on a budget, YouTube, Pandora, Payroll, Santana, and we cooking.
Hey.
Hey.
I got it right. I'm working on it. I'm gonna get it, honey. I'm gonna get it. But thank you so much. I appreciate you, and we will chat again very soon, y'all. Give it up for Payroll Santana.
Right, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey.
So, guys, this was amazing. All right, our independent artist spotlight was amazing. We have been rolling. I have another special guest for y'all tonight. Oh no, the party is not over. So please feel free to stay. Listen, before we move on, first of all, once again, big thank you to Payroll Santana for jumping on and doing this independent artist spotlight. I am so happy that he was able to, share his time with us because he's such a busy guy, got things going on, got projects in the work. So y'all look out, make sure y'all follow him so y'all can be in the know, okay? Now, Think Different TV is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on IG, soon to be moving over to the big exclusive network. And it is hosted by me, LaShia, okay? And Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. So let's shout out our sponsors before we jump into our next segment. We have Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company, 14 years in the making, over 100 websites created, including his own, www.anointedads.com. You can also find Anointed Ads right here on Instagram and on Facebook under Anointed Ads. That's ANOINTEDADS. Again, that's ANOINTEDADS. See, Phil of Anointed Ads has created the flyer for Think Different TV as well as the logo for our beautiful merch that can be found at www.thinkdifferenttv.biz. All right. So when you're ready to get your website created, ready to get your event flyer created, ready to get your business flyer created, make sure you hit up Phil of Anointed Ads at 609-534-0237. Again, that's 609-534-0237. And when you mention Think Different TV, guess what? You get 15% off of your first project, which is also good. Always good. Always good to save a little bit of money, right? And our other sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, alkaline with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. It is good and good for you. And if you're going to hydrate, make sure you hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can hit up Euphoria Water right here on IG under UPHORIAWATER. Again, that's UPHORIAWATER. You can also, if you're in the Philadelphia area and want the water delivered to your home, you can hit up Captain of Euphoria Water at 267-707-8279. That's 267-707-8279. All right, guys, that's our sponsors, and we're going to jump into our financial portion of the night, which, y'all, I have an amazing guest that's going to be jumping on to talk about something that a lot of people don't talk about, but I want to bring this up, right? So Steve Harvey recently did an interview where he talked about how he networked with the wealthiest Black man named Robert Smith. And he said, I just thought this was going to be a 30-40 minute sit down with this guy, but why was I with this guy for like 7 to 9 hours? And the person said to him, because you were the first person to sit down with him and not ask for money. And so he was like, oh, because his goal is not to ask for money. He wants to know how he made the money. See, it's one thing to say, okay, I want you to give me $5, but some people want to be shown how to get that money. You know what I'm saying? Give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach him how to fish, he eats for a lifetime. And so it's very, very important to know that when you are out here and you're networking with people, it's in poor taste to be like, oh, give me the connect. So, like, they are more impressed with you asking, how will I go about doing this? How will I go about making this money? How will I go about making these connections? They will be with you every step of the way. They will mentor you, but you have to do the work. You have to do the work, right? And it's good to have a good mentor to show you how to get that work done. Show you the framework, so you can know what's going on. And I thought that was really cool that Steve Harvey said that on the show that he was on. Shout out to the show he was on. I don't even know what show he was on, but I shout out to Steve Harvey for sharing that information, because you know how many times I see people out here just begging for money? And that is annoying. When you are out there and you are busting your behind to go out and make this money and somebody just asking you just to hand it over, it's like, dude, female, what are you talking about? I'm not about to just hand over my hard-earned money. Now, there are people out there to help you learn how to get the money. All right. And this young man is one of those people. All right. So I have Cousin Cash. Cousin Cash, okay, first of all, I've known him for years, years and years and years and years and years. Like since I was like 16 years old. So that would make it like a good, 9 years that I've known him. Anyway, so this is amazing because he's able to jump on with us and talk about what he has going on. He has his own website, www.cousincash.com. You know, he's a binary guru. All right. So he's going to talk a bit about what that exactly means. And he also has an ATM binary course and binary ATM manual that's out right now. So without further ado, I'm going to bring this young man in so he can tell you a little bit more about what he has going on. He is definitely one of those guys that he wants to teach people how to make the money, and he doesn't hold back, y'all. He does not hold back.
All right. Whoa.
Hi.
What's up, cuz?
How are you?
I'm out for my nightly stroll trying to get them pounds down. Trying to get them pounds down.
Whatever. But how have you been?
Yeah, I'm living. Life is good. Life is
I
great.
know that's right.
Life is
I know
great.
that's right.
How you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm here talking with you, so this is really good. I'm enjoying this already because we hardly get a chance to talk because you're so busy. You're so busy doing what you do, being a binary guru and whatnot. And you know, me trying to get my show together, we can never match up our time schedule. So just having you on the show, I am super excited. So I want you to tell people a little bit about what you do. Like, I mean, I know you can't give us all the secrets, all the tea, because that's what your website is for. But definitely, you know, because some people might have they don't know exactly what it is. You can explain what it is, give us a little bit of tea on that.
Okay. So pretty much in a nutshell, I teach people how to trade the financial market. Now, I'm not the guy, even though it's a ton of clones of me. It's a bunch of people that be cloning my page and hitting people up like, hey, how's your trading experience and all of that. Yeah, I'm not that guy. But I do teach people how to make money in the financial market. What I like to do is I like to show people exactly what money is supposed to look like, because a lot of people genuinely don't know what money is supposed to look like. They think that they go to work and they work 9-10 hours a day plus that 2 hours it takes about to go to the job or so, and come back, and they think that that's like money. That's not money at all. Unfortunately for us, most of us was pretty much just like given the idea of the American dream, which is you go to work, or let me say this right. You go to school to get a good education, to go to another school, pay a lot of money to get a good education, to go in the workforce, and all the degrees and everything that you get, you lose basically once you hit the workforce, because none of that shit matters. After a while, it's like you get there and you got these bachelors and masters in business and you work in the mailroom. Like, how does that work? And so then you have the financial market. And the financial market has been the oldest trading market that ever existed. And so when you have that situation that goes on, a lot of people don't understand it. So what you do is you got these MLM companies that are coming and say, hey, we'll teach you how to trade. And all you got to do is go get 3 people that know 3 people. And it goes on and goes on and goes on like that. And so pretty much what happens is, like, you just find yourself bothered and frustrated, and the banks are trading your money, businesses are trading your money. I mean, everybody's trading your money. And even when you put your money in a bank, you get a 1% return on all the money you put in the bank. And so I teach people financial literacy. A lot of people don't know that $1 in America is really only worth 8 pennies. And so if you sit down and think about it, if you have $20,000 in your bank account, you only got about $1,600 in your bank account. So That's what I do. At least I try to do it.
Break it down. Like, okay, so you say it's 1%. You know, how about these people that's like, oh, but I got a super savings account. It's like 2%. You know, that's good, right?
No. So let's look at it this way, right? So pretty much in the methods that I teach, sometimes we could go anywhere from 10% to 3x in the money in a day. So we'll go 10% to 3x in money in a day. And that's making money. And the sad part about it is they cap you with this, hey, all you got to do is, make, 10% on a year. That's phenomenal. Well, think about it. How much is 10% on $100,000? Like 10 grand? Realistically, because what is $10,000 going to do for you in one whole year with nothing else attached? Nothing, right? And so if you think about it, when you put your money in the bank and you don't touch it, well, you don't have interesting money at that point. So because you don't have interesting money, you don't have interest earning money. And that 1% you get in a year, or what's 1% of, like, let's say the average person in America right now has less than $10,000 in their bank account. So even if they made 1% of $10,000, how much money did they really make?
Not a lot.
Not
Because
a lot
doing
of
the
money,
math
right?
was going to burst my brain.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So
All I can say is not a lot.
well, and so here's the thing. Here's the thing. So, it's sad because I like to give this information out to lower edge communities, because what happens is once you reach a certain tax bracket, and I'm blessed and cursed to say, once you get to a certain tax bracket, you stop spending your money and you start spending the lower edge communities' money. And shit, I'm from Philadelphia, man. So we was the lower edge community like a motherfucker. So I mean, like, I understood why bags of chips are when we grew up was 25 cents. Now they like 70, 80, 90 cents, almost $1 something. Yeah, there you go. You know what I mean? And that's because the people in these communities don't have financial literacy. They don't teach it in schools. And even if they did teach in the schools, it would deter the institutional way of thinking. So if you think about it, we're in a situation where like prisons are one of the biggest market makers in the financial market. And yet the way they determine how many prisons to create is by going to a 6th grade classroom and counting how many black and brown boys is in that classroom. And then they build their prisons based on that, and it's like, you wouldn't believe that the financial market would be the market that you need to be able to counter that. But that's exactly that. Because if you don't have financial literacy, you don't have nothing. You can learn how to count, you can read, write, and arithmetic, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The only thing, as much as I've learned about Benjamin Franklin, the only way he served me well is being printed on a $100 bill. Being honest. Just being honest. Like, I don't, him having the printer press did nothing for me. So rumor has it, and according to how high he made the first bong. I don't know if that's, to each his own when it comes to that. But for the most part, I mean, but like, let's look at it, they mask financial literacy, or the lack thereof, with things like Martin Luther King getting shot on balconies. And that's not even how he died, right? He dies because some doctor says he don't need to survive and smothers him. Like, this is what we're talking about. This is why financial literacy is so important, because the more money you actually get, the more resource to information and education you get. And if you really love your families and love, your kids and, anybody, if you have love or compassion for people, you want to put them on to making money, because that's genuinely where, and it's not just making money, it's creating financial situations. As long as you don't say financial freedom around me, you're good.
Shush.
Don't say financial freedom.
Can I say this? Can I say this real quick? So there are a lot of people who don't want the information, who shy away from the information.
Yeah.
And why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
Because if we had all chiefs, we wouldn't have any Indians. Like somebody has to wait tables, somebody has to mop floors, somebody. It's an institutional thinking, unfortunately, because there's so many people who are under the impression that if you let me just answer it this way. Again, going back to the American dream, we were told that we had to work, and the way they taught us about working was working for somebody.
Mm.
All right. Shout out to the family in here. I see everybody saying
Yeah,
hey
there's
praise
a lot of your family members up in here. A lot of them.
God.
All right, oh my goodness. A lot of people jumping in. Let me not be so shiny on this camera.
Right. But for the most part, we're institutionally thought, like from the time that we're entered into as kids. Like if you think about the process you lived in when you were a child and you were in kindergarten, in first grade, in second grade, in third grade, and look at the transition to it. You got groomed for so much. They don't teach you how to. They won't teach you how to write a song. And they won't teach you how to paint a masterpiece, but they'll teach you your shapes, right? They
Mm-hmm.
won't teach you how to write a song or create beautiful music, but you can learn how to play an instrument, and you can learn, you can obviously make money as a songwriter. And so where does that come from? Creativity. But they don't teach you how to be creative in school. They teach you how to maintain. So when it comes to money, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be all of these things that are controlled. Most kids don't say, hey, I want to own my own business, or I want to be a trader, or I want to be that's never that. They want to be a basketball player, football player, because they're groomed into thinking that this is the best that you can do. And so
Mm-hmm.
when you think that, financial literacy isn't a common thought process. It's not even taught. So when you think that, it doesn't never work out well. It doesn't work out well, guys, and that's pretty much what you're looking at. That's why a lot of people don't want the knowledge, because they automatically think that if you're a trader, you have to go to like Harvard somewhere. You know, they think Wolf of Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
They think you got to have this astronomical education, and it's like doesn't work that way. They teach you everything that you need to be a phenomenal role player, and I used to hate that, but I understand there's so many people who are so torn away from the power that they have that at that very point they need to only be role players. And
Mm-hmm.
and that system has been formulated now to be able to pick who's really elite and who's not. And here we are. And it's sad, but it's like the only thing I can encourage people to do is to love their kids enough to teach them about money or
So
currency.
So real quick, how I know cousin Cash is yo, I met him when I was 16 years old, and then he was really big, well, doing music and everything like that.
All right, still pretty
And
popular. Still pretty popular.
yes, he was really popular, really popular. Had his own group and everything.
So you
And
telling my
so
business now, because a lot of people don't know that version of me. See?
sorry.
That's that
But
bullshit right here.
I want to know, because it's been some years, but I want to know what got you into this. What made you say, I want to start doing this? Like, when was your journey? When did your journey begin? That's what I want to ask.
1999. I have been doing
1999.
this. She said that I used to rap. Presents, cuz presents and crack cocaine, unfortunately. But so I started in 1999. I was running through an alley, and I slipped on a bloody tampon. Never forget this shit. I slipped on a bloody tampon. Right. Running
I
through
didn't
a,
even make that face.
running through an alley. I slipped on a bloody tampon, right, with this fat ass cop chasing me. He was on my heels, and I was just running, and I was outdone at the fact that he was extremely fast, and I'm running like I'm in North Philly, so I'm trying to duck through small little blocks and everything. We you know, like it was just crazy. It was crazy. And so pretty much in a nutshell, once I got out of it, I recognized that I was like not being conceited. I just felt like I was too smart to be I was too smart to be where I was. I was too smart to be in that bad situation. And I was like, it got to be something better. So that night when I got home, I looked and I actually found on the news the numbers. You know how at the end of the news they show like numbers, little tickers and stuff going through. I actually found I found it odd that those tickers that I knew that those tickers meant money. And I was like, man, I need to know what that is. I need to get into that, man, because this ain't it, man. And we talking to a guy that went to school and got degrees and all of that. And it was just like, man, it's Philly, though. Like, I went through all of that. But, man, like, growing up, I was the broke kid. Like, I wanted Herschel Walker sneaks. They was by Nikes. My mom got me the Eagles team and shit. Like, she got me the whole team. Like, just write their name on it. Like, I wasn't growing up. Like, I couldn't live like that after a while. Like, shit. Like, you know what Payless sneakers do on a summer day when you racing somebody? They go your soul. They go your soul. They go your tongue. Man, I slipped out my damn shoe. It was still back there. Like, I'm to this day, if you go, that shoe is still sitting on like 42nd and Girard right now, just chilling. So, I got into trading back in 1999. Back in 1999, man, just trying to figure out a way to wash the money that was illegal. And then, yes, I was in the music. And so at the time, I had like record deals. I had like real deals at the time. And, you know, what was happening is I was in the music where, you know, it was Raping You Records. And so the financial aspect of it always kept me down until I got, you know, it kept me down until I was able to facilitate my own bag. They said, I'm going to go there and send you a picture of that shoe. It's going to be a Herschel Walker like that, just still sitting on the concrete. So 1999, cuz, and then I've been off and on. And then finally one day, again, it took for, you know how sometimes when you have a natural calling, see, at the time, I just knew music. And I knew that I was really good at it, and I knew that it was a way to help people and to serve people. And I was teetering the fence there. Like, man, I recognize now, looking back, that the reason why I had success in that was to prepare me for the success in this. And I'm just a servant. Like, overall, over everything. Like, I mean, I was literally born and bred to be a servant to everybody. I can walk in all walks of life of people, and I got friends in super high places and friends in some pretty low places, and yeah, so just being a servant. So 1999 is when it started, and then here we are.
Here we are, right here on Think Different TV, talking about binary courses. So the binary money heist. Maybe you can not get into detail, but kind of tell us what that is.
The money heist. Watch this. Do me a favor, y'all. If y'all on the call and we just try to pull a heist Friday, do me a favor and drop a fire in the chat for me. For everybody that was on the call that tried to drop this money heist. Let's see how long that take up, because you know we got a delay, right? They talking about bust a note for binary. Get the hell out of here, CC. Do me a favor and drop that fire in the chat for me, guys. So the way the money heist works is pretty much in a nutshell, what we start looking at is we start looking at ways to take the brokers. Like, when you are a trader, you know one of the worst things to do is to lose money as a trader. And because it feels personal, and it's never personal, it just feels personal. And so for the most part, it's time to take our money back. Shit, man. Do you know 83% of people who trade is the average number, and they're all unsuccessful. 83%. So you to be at this level, you have to be in the 17% tile. And I'm blessed enough to take people to that 17%. In fact, in my group in the Discord results tab, we are up like another 0.3%. So we're like at 86.3% win ratio, which is pretty insane. But okay, so pretty much they dropping the info in the
They
chat for you,
definitely dropping the
right?
fire emojis.
So pretty much in a nutshell, what happens is I teach people how to look for the cameras, who watching in the charts. That pretty much means, is the broker manipulating the charts today or not, right? And then it goes into the second level of security, right? That's fake outs. If you know anything about trading, you know sometimes it'll look like the market is going to buy, then boom, out of nowhere it'll sell. And then who running money out the vault? That's who you trading with. So sometimes you're gonna trade with the bankers, sometimes you're gonna trade with the brokers, and sometimes you can trade with with the brokers manipulate. And sometimes you trade with the market makers. So it all depends on who's making money, and we get in there, and some of us is blessed to make $1. Some of us is blessed $1 a day. Some of us is blessed to make 100,000 a day.
See, I'm telling you guys, he's giving you a little bit, but y'all have to definitely go check out his website, cousincash.com. All right, because I'm sure on there they can find.
Oh man, they could catch me doing a Tootsie Roll every Tuesday and Thursday. Nah, what can they find? They can find the financial education that they know that they need. Like, this is not about, I don't ever want it to seem like anything is ever being sold. From where I'm from, man, the game is not told, it's sold. But for me, I'm just trying to put people into a better position. We just lost somebody today. You know what I'm saying? And I was having a conversation. I'm like, man, P&B from out Erie. I mean, he from Germantown. He's from like, Brickyard and shit like that. Like from up, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
and I was just sitting back thinking, like, bro, like I'm blessed enough to live like this. You know what I'm saying? Palm trees and I'm sitting back thinking, like, yo, even though he still lived in Philly, he was out the way. He was in Ben Salem, right? And I just got to thinking to myself, I said, bro, it's fucked up because you escaped. You don't really leave Philadelphia. You escape that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so people won't have to feel like they need to escape if they had the financial literacy. You don't need the biggest bag in the world. You just need the consistent bag. And if they had the financial literacy, because we, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always going to be jealous people in the world. So it's not to say that he wouldn't have lost his life. I mean, I personally feel bad because I'm like, damn, man, like, been there, done that, did this, the getting shot thing and all that. None of that shit is cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so just the financial literacy, plays a part. But the downside to it that I also put a lot of people on, cuz, is I teach you mindset. It's all about your psychology. Trading psychology has a lot of relation to life. And, you over leverage your time and energy. And unfortunately, the only thing I can say about that situation is, like, bro, like, you from Philadelphia, you from North Philadelphia. What the fuck was you doing in South Central LA? I just, that just bothered me. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a reminder to why financial literacy is important, because at this point in time, if you don't know how to maneuver your money, then you make ignorant mistakes like that. And it's like having money with no financial literacy. Like, I guarantee you, if he was a little bit sharper on how to flip and fold money more, because if I'm not mistaken, he just left his label, just released the album like the other day or something like that, man. It was like, this is his first independent album. So this was the time that he was about to really dive into making his own money and owning his money. And guys, man, I just want to tell everybody out there, if you're not owning your own money, you about to be shit out of luck. And they showing it to y'all. The pandemic showed you that financial literacy, the lack of, puts you at a job that's not secure. What are you going to do the next time they shut the world down for whatever reason, and you can't survive?
Look like the next one is polio, apparently.
Huh?
Apparently the next outbreak is polio.
I thought it was monkeypox.
It was monkeypox last week. You gotta get in the know, man. It's polio now.
Well, we
Next
don't we get
next week
shots for
it'll
that?
probably
We've been
be
getting
like
shots for polio.
yo. All I know is that they better not start talking about Black Death, because then I'm gonna have to get a trip to Mars or something like that.
Listen.
Y'all do too much.
Well, again, but see, but if you notice though, you don't really see a lot of people with, with, it's sad to say, but you don't see a lot of people with money dealing with these problems. Like the pandemic was one thing with COVID, but I mean that's all chemical warfare and bio warfare, but that's a whole nother conversation. But when you get down to like the monkeypox, like something simpler like that is like, man, that's at a grade level where it's like you don't have time for, like, when you are putting your legacy together. And I use financial literacy because people will pay attention with money, but when you put your legacy together, you don't have time to be playing around out here with foolishness and nonsense, man. And so, that's what I'm hoping that people get as they obtain the information that they need to be successful.
Absolutely, absolutely. So where can they find you?
At the top with the rest of the family.
I know that's right.
At
But
the
I mean
top,
on social media, love.
when you okay. I'm about to say, look up, I'll be there. So of course you can catch me at Church for the Wicked. What's that? I don't know how to spell this. Hold on. So you can catch me at Church for the Wicked. CHURCH 4DAWICKED. I don't have to at myself too often, so what the hell I need to memorize it for? No, you can catch me at Church for the Wicked, man, or just come to cousincash.com. We're always excited to take on new cousins. We're always excited to just, like, bring a family in. I'm not building a community of pretenders. I'm not building a community of people. Montana Black, what's up, cuz? I'm not building a community of pretenders. I'm not building a community of shit. I done took trades with Black. There you go. All right, that'll work. So like, this ain't no game, man. Like, anybody I know and I love, man, I'm gonna try to put on, and that's what I'm correlating to do, man. I'm trying to reach the masses, one member of the Underground Railroad at a time. It's the truth, man. Because financial literacy, man, they don't want you to have it. It's a privilege to have financial literacy. It's a privilege. I'm telling you, cuz.
Because what she said more people I would have been able to free more if they knew they were slaves.
Right. A lot of people think that a lot of people, let me tell you something. 2017 Forbes magazine printed out that if you made $72,000 a year, you could live anywhere on the planet comfortably, right? But so that was 2017. We're gonna say that's about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe.
5 years ago, yeah.
5 years ago. So just in 5 years, 2022, Forbes magazine dropped an article talking about how people that's making $250,000 a year are living check by check. So you tell me if it's a thing about financial literacy, or are we, or like, what's going on? Like, you're living check by check. If you have a job, I'm not knocking people with jobs, but what I'm saying is, love yourself enough to try to own your own money. If you do not own your own money, then you are going to fail. You are at the liberty of somebody giving you a fish every Friday or every other Friday. And that's that. It's time for us to own our own money. It's time for us to own our own currency. A lot of people don't understand what currency means. They just think dollars and cents, but it's like, if you own your own currency, then your future is secure and everything about it is secure. So, I mean, but people talk a big game and everything. If you ever want to see if Cousin Cash is legit or not, all you got to do is check Quotex every other day or every day. I'm on there and I minimally make $2,000 on that broker on purpose, just to show people that the methods work, the strategies work, and you do the math. $2,000 a day for a month is $60,000.
Someone said they want their own fish.
You should. You should want your own fish.
King Devron said they live check to check because they spend more than they make. Oh, can we talk about that? Can we talk about how people need to save more than they spend?
Absolutely not. That's absolutely institutional thinking. That's wrong. And that's why we
Wrong.
got, that's really, and it's okay, because you know what? That's not a bad thought, because that's what we were taught to think. Think about it this way. Money with no interest is not interesting money. All right. So if you have money, right? I want you to think about it. Let's say you do have a ton of money, and it's like, all right, you working this job, you saving your money for a rainy day. If you're biblical, it tells you your promised problems. So what happens when you blow that money on that rainy day? You back to saving. Where are you living? I want you to think about it. You got 24 hours in a day, and I know you got a kid, right? So in 24 hours in a day, you go to work for 8 of them. You probably travel between 30 minutes to an hour. So let's round it up. You travel an hour or 2, you work 8, and then you travel an hour 1, work 8, and then come home an hour. So that's 10 hours out of 24 hours. You're asleep for 8. And realistically, the body needs between 2 and 4, but you're asleep for 8, you're working for 10, that's 18 hours. How much time do you have to spend with your family? You know, there's a study, Harvard did a study, and do you know most people on their deathbed, they did a study of people on their deathbed, and the one thing that most people request the most is they wish they would have spent more time with their family. Not they wish they would have made more money or anything. They wish they would have spent more time with their family. So I want you to think about that process of saving money. Well, when you save money and you don't have a reason for it, then it just flies out the window. It's kind of like how when you ain't doing nothing with your day, and you spending time, that's where you fucked up. If you're not investing time in something, then you are just kind of like time is slipping by. You just kind of say, hey man, new cash for this amount of years. Well, look how many years has passed. You know what I mean? And
I think you muted yourself.
you know,
Oh, there you go.
my fault. No, you don't want to save more money than you make at all. What you want to do, honestly, is you want to make more money. It's never about saving. It's about making more money and creating more assets. You need more ancestrals. And most people don't understand the value of ancestrals. And since they don't understand the value of ancestrals, they think, oh, I have to make and I have to save more money. Well, if you have one source of income and everything that you do in life comes from that one source of income, you're not going to make any more money. You're broke. You have one source of income. And even if you're biblical, the Bible will tell you that you got to sow 7 seeds. So why wouldn't you have, that means you have to have multiple incomes. And most people live check by check because they don't even think about having more than one income because they don't understand it. They don't know. They like, man, it's nothing I could do about that. It's nothing I could do. I don't have time. Well, you don't have time because you're worried about saving money. Money is a byproduct of all the work that you put in your life. Money is a byproduct of the education that you can convert and monetize into $1. So I would never tell, if I like you, I'm gonna tell you. If I don't like you, then yeah, man, save as much money as possible. And if I hate your guts, save all your money. But if I fuck with you and I love you and I like you, man, make more income. Make more income. Don't be concerned about how much money you can save because all of your money that's not taking care of your family should be contributed to you making more money. And this way, when you retire, and I'm not talking about just from your job, but when it's done and it's over and you move on to ancestral shit, like once you become an ancestor, you've all the money that you've made has become your savings. And now you can save your family. That's the importance. Now your family has money. And when your family got money, and they're financially free, like they're not, I hate saying financially free. When they're financially well off, you'll become financially free. Huh?
Financially situated. Because
Yeah,
you said
because
situation.
the only way you can be financially free is if you're dead. Dead people don't have finances. And so you make more money. People make the fatal mistake of not making enough money because they're focused on trying to save what they have. You got one source of income. You don't have no money to save. You have no money to save at all. You got to pay your bills, and you got to make sure your family don't feel too left out of life. So you're going to pay for the movies and a game or something here and there. But what money do you have after that? None. So saving money, nah, bro. You can keep that. I don't want to save. I'm not saying don't save any money. I'm just saying that shouldn't be priority. You shouldn't be thinking about saving more money than you make, or that you spend, because truth be told, you need to be investing every dime until your money is working for you. Right now, you got a purse. I'm sure you have money in it. And in that purse, that money is probably living better than you are. It's all plush. It's in a nice purse. Got nice furniture. Like, your money lazy. It's just lying in your pocket. And what happens? It forces you to go out there and become a slave to go get it more friends. Lazy bastards. It's the laziest thing ever. You know what I mean? So stop. So I would never tell a person to, hey, look, what you need to do is save money. Nah, man, don't get that lazy money out of there. Your money need to be working as hard as you do, and everything will work out for you.
You know, you saying a lot of great things, cousin Cash, and I want to know, like, because mindset is very important in this entire process. What books are you reading currently that gets you in this mindset? Are you reading any books currently? Is there something? I know you said Forbes several times. Are there other things that you look into?
The biggest book I can endorse and put in, other than mine's got to be more careful. The biggest book I can endorse is Dr. Seuss. Kids got all the answers. Life is so simple. We complicate things. We get older and we complicate it all. And while everybody's thinking Think and Grow Rich and everything, that's a good book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, all of the series of it. While everybody's thinking that, truth be told, cuz, like, I would definitely tell you, Dr. Seuss. I know you probably thinking like it's crazy, and it's like, nah, man, it's simplicity. Dr. Seuss was one of those books that was simplistic and complex at the same time. When you were a kid, it kept you mesmerized. But why was something so simple keeping you so mesmerized? Because the older we get, the more we live like a baby. We get to a point where we are, we want to be grown so bad, and then once we become grown, we want to be kids again.
Mm-hmm.
And so a child has no ceiling. They could do everything. They could do it all. And if you could ever go back and talk to your younger self, you would tell your younger self to go after everything. And that would work out for them. So Dr. Seuss, just to remind yourself that just to love that inner kid. We fucking, we abuse the inner kid, and we put the inner kid in a closet, and we are the worst bullies that our inner selves as children, have to deal with us. So at this point in time, Think and Grow Rich, all of that good stuff, all the Napoleon Hill stuff, The Secret, 48 Laws of Power, 48 Laws of Seduction, damn good one. But Dr. Seuss, my number one. Any of them.
Dr. Seuss, your number one.
Any of them.
So guys, make sure y'all check out Church for the Wicked, cousincash.com. Follow him. Just all you gotta do is drop down that box up there. If you're not already following him, follow him right here on Instagram. Check out his binary courses, his binary manual that he has, because he is a wealth of knowledge, and if he's willing to teach, we should be putting ourselves out there to learn everything that he has to teach us. And don't let this information pass you by. Like I said, go to www.cousincash.com. It's actually pinned in the comments down below. And definitely check him out and get that knowledge from him. All right. I thank you. I thank you so much, Cousin Cash, for joining me on my show, Think Different TV. I'm glad we finally made it happen.
Right. How about that, man? Hey, look, man, I want to let you know I'm proud of you. You came a long way, cuz, man. Keep doing your thing. And continue to be successful. And I'm going to get out of here because my phone is on all of like a couple percent, and I got a nice, good-ass walk. Get back to this. I was just walking and shit was like, God damn, now I got to get back to the spot. So other than that, yo, cuz it's been so long, I'm graying. You see this? Like, this is crazy.
I can't see the grays. Well, wait a minute. No, I see a patch. I see a patch.
Yeah. I'm out here looking like Puff right now.
But, but that just that's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Some people don't live long enough to see the gray hairs come out of their head. So,
Facts, know. But I will be visiting Band 2 in the morning. What's that? Is that what it's called? Either that or some black leather shoe dye. Whatever the case, whatever come first. Whatever come first. I'm
Don't be
not picky.
like Mario. Don't overdo it.
Bro, listen, man. I'm gonna be out here looking like a permanent marker in a second with a shape up. Seriously.
I
And,
can't with you, yo.
all
Well,
right.
go ahead, enjoy the rest of your walk, and I once again thank you for joining me on Think Different TV. It's always a pleasure, and do not be a stranger.
I appreciate it. I sure will. I will be hopping on, talking shit and swallowing spit. I'll holler at you later.
Y'all, once again, go and follow Church for the Wicked. That's CHURCH, the number 4 DAWICKED, right here on Instagram. Also, go check out his website, www.cousincash.com. This has been an amazing show. And listen, Think Different TV is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted by me, your girl LaShia. We are soon to be moving over to a network, and that is Big Exclusive Network. So definitely stay tuned for that. Had to make sure my tag keep popping up, trying to make an appearance. So listen, definitely go and check out www.cousincash.com. Check out payrollsantana.com. Amazing independent artist spotlight. Our hot topic for the night is how I met my brother. If you have any thoughts about that, make sure you catch the replay, #replay in the comments when I post it on my IGTV series and on my YouTube channel, Think Different TV. Sound off in the comments. Let me know those stories. Did you meet a sibling in a weird way? Did you have a sister moment? Sister, where you was like, oh, snap, you look like me. Oh, we're related. Let me know. Definitely, we had an amazing Jennifer Hudson Jeopardy. Shout out to Aziza who won against her brother Ronan. But next week, same place, same time. Like I said, Think Different TV is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted by your girl LaShia. Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. So we're going to shout out our sponsors one last time. Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company. Over 14 years in the making, over 100 websites created, including his own www.anointedads.com. You can also find Anointed Ads on Instagram and Facebook under Anointed Ads. That's ANOINTEDADS. Again, that's ANOINTEDADS. All right. He is the one who created the flyer for Think Different TV. He's also created the logo for our beautiful merch, which can be found on thinkdifferenttv.biz. So make sure y'all go out there and check out my website and get some Think Different TV merch. And he also is working on the website for Think Different TV as we speak. So when you're ready to get your flyer created for your event, for your business, when you're ready to get your website created, hit up Phil of Anointed Ads at 609-534-0237. That's 609-534-0237. And tell him, listen, Think Different TV sent me over, and he's going to take 15% off of your first project. And that's always good. We like to save money, right? So definitely, tell him that I sent you over so you can get that discount. And our other sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. It is good and good for you. And listen, when you're ready to hydrate, make sure you hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water right here on IG under Euphoria. That Euphoria Water, that's UPHORIAWATER. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered straight to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. That's 267-707-8279. And you know what? Euphoria Water is so amazing that it has its own promo song. Its own promo song. So we're going to go out on the promo song so y'all can get a taste of what the Euphoria Water is all about. All right. Here we go. I'm about to play it now. It was done by Medusa Phil 215. You can find her right here on Instagram. Again, it's you, Medusa Phil 215. I'm sorry, y'all. It's my freaking. Come on, load. All right, there we go. All right, y'all. That concludes our show. We're gonna rock out with the Euphoria Water promo song as soon as it comes on, and is being bad right now because it's been a crazy night. But again, thank y'all for tuning in to Think Different TV. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna go out like this. Hey, hey. And if you don't, I want you to go over there and get a sip of that medicine. The only thing that quenches my thirst is in my brain. The only thing that's in my purse or in my hand. You just gotta see the hand. You know what? You skin dirty too. Face flow, and we coming out tight. Energy number so elevated high. Energy number so elevated high. When you sit, you know there's no place. Very easy, feel much better. This for the nation, I'm looking at it. The keep me still out of trips. We feel it on what I feel, yeah. You said keep it out, how we feel, yeah. Bring your bottle of it. It's coming hydrate with me. Bye.